Nissan.com.
2020 Nissan Sentra S, VIN LY241276. Lease for $1,931 for month plus tax. $20,495 selling price. 2020 Nissan Rogue S. Visit our LP5 4205 for $139.78 for month plus tax. $26,395 selling price. 3 days and up to 500 miles based off of data purchase. Additional fees may apply. Test drivers must have a valid license while supplies last. See deal for complete details. Offer ends 9/7/2020.
Visiting Imperial Valley? The America's Best Value Inn and Suites by Red Lion has all the comforts of home. All rooms have a microwave, refrigerator, and cable TV with HBO. They have an outdoor pool, spacious parking, and free continental breakfast, which includes hot waffles. All these luxuries start as low as $49 per night. And be sure to ask about contractors and crew rates.
Welcome to Classic High School football games on AM 1230 and on the Kxo YouTube channel. I'm Carol Buckley. With me, John Triffle. We are socially distancing. And we've got Classic High School football starting tonight and continuing through the middle of December. Well, there's no high school football in the Imperial Valley. If there is a season, it will start in January. And, you got to have football in the fall. That's when you need to be playing football. So, John, we're going to play football tonight. Our game, it's Southwest and Central. It's from October 21st, 2011, and it was the city championship game for the Mayor's Trophy. John, what do you remember about that game?
Well, it's a great game to have for our first game of the year, Carol. The 15th city championship game. Central was leading at the time. They had won 10 games, the Southwest 5 victories. It's an excellent game. Both teams were pretty evenly matched. Central ended up the year 5-5. Central came into the game 4-2. Southwest was 3-3. So it was expected to be a close game, an exciting game, and it was both.
Okay. Now, we'll talk about some of the, they were kids then. They are now adults starting a career with families. We'll talk about some of the players coming up after this timeout.
Kxo Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Kxo Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Kxo Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Kxo Market.
If you know Jason Jackson, you know he's a hands-on person who gets involved and has been an El Centro City Council member for the past 9 years. Yes, Jason Jackson is running again and wants your vote for re-election. His leadership makes a difference, and he's proven himself that he's the right person once again to be an El Centro City Council member. His slogan has always been experience, leadership, service, and community support. On November 3rd, please re-elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council 2020.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross in El Centro.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011. Okay, John, the Southwest Eagles. And, as you pointed out, not bad. They had a decent record going into the game. And which of the players jump out at you?
Well, we remember back then Southwest did have a senior-dominated team, starting with the quarterback, Patrick McNeese, the left-hander. He's going to have a big game against the Spartans and against some other teams as well this year. Carlos Salgado was his main target on the receiving end, another senior. Their kicker, Steven Seaman, was a senior, and he also played on the defense. Their best player was probably junior Ricardo Vargas. He was their leading rusher throughout the year. and their main defensive player was a senior, Jake Lavelle.
Okay, and Lavelle on the line on offense as well, with a couple of other seniors, to include Joe Borchard. I remember Joe lining up there, and I believe they had a young man by the name of Matt Canales, who was a junior, lining up there. The Southwest Eagles, as you said, a reasonable year heading into the Mayor's Trophy game, the city championship. And we'll talk a little bit about the Central Spartans and some of the players that were on that team coming up.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operation. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecued chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
8 Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, 8 Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011. John, on the Spartan side, they were a really young team. A number of sophomores that were very skilled players and got a lot of playing time as sophomores. And we're looking at Austin Petter, who was a sophomore. He had a senior brother by the name of Bryce. But Austin, as a sophomore, a lot of playing time and played quite a bit over the 3 years of his high school career. Another sophomore that kind of jumps out, Joseph Aki. And Aki, as a running back, as a defensive back, showed a lot of promise as a sophomore. And, he continued to play at a high level his junior and senior year. And, John, they had a young man wearing number 11 at quarterback, a sophomore. You remember him?
Yeah, that's Sergio Osuna, the older brother of the recently graduated Dinero Osuna. Sergio, as a sophomore, started all 3 years, just like his brother Dinero is going to do in the future. And there's another sophomore that we have to mention, Carol, and that's Jacob Salgado, who actually ended up getting a Division I scholarship for football as a receiver, and he also played defensive back.
Well, as a sophomore, he was listed at 6'5", 195, and he played up to, he played at a higher level even as a sophomore. So the Spartans, a bit younger than the Eagles, and, the when they got out on the field, both teams played at a very high level. And we'll come back and talk a little bit about the game after this.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your projects, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Pico Market.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook. Okay, John, the game pretty much went down to the end before it was decided. We won't tell you who won. You could look it up, but, we suggest you listen and pay attention all the way through. But some big plays and a good game, if you remember.
Yes, and had a little bit of everything, scoring and all the different ways you can score. Tight game. It was actually tied at halftime, and both teams reflected their coaching personalities. Darren Spence had taken over Southwest from Dave Drouet, who had been successful at Southwest the previous 3 years. And then Mike Hobbs was in his first year after taking over Kevin Bird, who also was a very successful coach throughout 2 tenures at Central.
And the game, well, like I said, you're going to have to listen. And looking ahead, John, past this week, we've got some games. Well, next week, September 4th, Labor Day weekend, we've got a game from 2004, Brawley and Central. And we're going to be visiting Holtville and Imperial. We've got a couple of Royce Freeman games on tap. The Bulldogs, and hopefully before we bring you a Bulldog game, we'll have a chance to visit with Vic and John, the Bulldog broadcasters, and get a little bit of insight from them as well. And Vincent Memorial will be represented as well. So we've got pretty much all of the schools, almost all of the schools in the Valley to be featured at some time during this season. So, and we will end with the Southwest State Championship game from 2017. So we've got some good games coming up, don't we, John?
Yes, and this is a great way to start, as I mentioned, a city championship game, and that's going to be a great game to finish with. At the end, the state championship game played right there at Southwest Field. Actually, I thought it was just an outstanding football game.
It was up until the final 2 minutes. And even at that, it happens.
You can talk to Marco Peralta, and perhaps he'll be able to use some radio magic and actually change the ending for us.
Okay. We'll look into that. John, we're looking forward to the game. We're approaching kickoff time, and we'll be kind of setting up the teams as we go through this classic high school football season. John, stay safe, okay?
Yes, all of us. We're distancing. I can't be much further away from you than I am now, and just hoping that pretty soon this is going to end and we'll be able to get back to normal.
Okay, whatever normal is. John Driffel, we appreciate the visit. That's it for our pregame show. Stick around. We've got a classic from 2011, Southwest and Central, for the City Championship and the Mayor's Trophy. It's coming up next on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the KXO YouTube channel. You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011. Are you in need of your high school diploma? The Central Union Adult School offers the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own 135-credit high school diploma program for adults aged 18 and up. We are also your locally authorized Pearson and ETS testing center. And coming this fall, we are offering GRE testing as well. Call us at 760-312-7050 or visit us at cuhsd.net or on Facebook.
If you know Jason Jackson, you know he's a hands-on person who gets involved and has been an El Centro City Council member for the past 9 years. Yes, Jason Jackson is running again and wants your vote for re-election. His leadership makes a difference, and he's proven himself that he's the right person once again to be an El Centro City Council member. His slogan has always been experience, leadership, service, and community support. On November 3rd, please re-elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council, 2020.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross and El Centro.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
The Cal Jones Trophy currently resides on the campus of Central Union High School. Southwest wants it back. And in about 2 hours from now, we'll let you know where it's going to be for the next year. High school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com. We're getting ready for kickoff, and we'll have that kickoff coming up. But before that, we've got some pregame information to share with you coming up on AM 1230.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operation. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
8 Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, 8 Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
High school football live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com. I'm Carol. John is in the booth with us. The Central Spartans, they come in tonight with a 4-2 record. They are 1-0 in Imperial Valley League play. The Southwest Eagles are 3-3 on the year. They are 0-1. The Spartans' league victory last week against Calexico. The Eagles lost earlier to Palo Verde up in Blythe. The other action that's going on around the valley tonight, there's some good ones. The Brawley Wildcats are 3-3 on the year, 0-1 in the league. They're playing the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets are 5-1 overall, 1-0 in league. The Calexico Bulldogs are 0-1 in league. They will be in Imperial to take on the Tigers. The Tigers are 4-2 and 1-0 in the league with their big win over Brawley last week. In the Manzanita League, action heats up as the Hopeville Vikings, 5-1 overall, with a 1-0 league record, travel to Pine Valley. They'll play Mountain Empire. The Red Hawks are 6-0. Mountain Empire also 1-0 in the league. The Calipatria Hornets are 5-1 and 1-0 in league. They're hosting the Vincent Memorial Scots. The Scots are 3-3, 1-0 in league action. And don't forget, our scoreboard updates continuously throughout the night on our website, kxoradio.com. We've got more of our pregame festivities coming up on AM 1230.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your projects, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook.
Kxo Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Kxo Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Kxo Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Kxo Market.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
Well, it's pregame festivities. The Eagle marching band, the tall flags, and the drill team on the field entertaining a large crowd of Spartans and Eagles. John Driffel, okay, two teams that go back to 1995 was the first year that they played. Actually, they played at the JV level. Southwest did not field a varsity team that year. It's pretty even through the years.
Right, they have played a total of 15 times. Central has won 10 of those, but it has been a series of streaks. Central won the first 3, then Southwest won the next 4. Central broke that, then Southwest won in 04. And then in 05, Central started the current 6-game winning streak. They really handled the Eagles all the way up until last year. Last year, Central did win 34-16, but as former athletic director Craig Lyon pointed out to us, Central had 7 total yards in the entire first half against Southwest last year and still somehow managed to win that game. And, of course, we know with turnovers, we remember that Southwest had 5 turnovers. 2 of them were interceptions in Central's own end zone. So that's why the score turned out to be 34-16, even though Southwest dominated statistically.
Well, this year there are 2 brand new coaches, not only new to the schools, but new to the Valley. And they understand the importance of this game.
And Coach Spence from Southwest has been gearing up for this. Kind of like his attitude. He really understands, you know, it's a high school football game. Prepare your kids, get them ready, get out there and play hard. And I have been impressed with his teams this year. We knew that Southwest lost everything just about from last year. The only returning starter who only started some of the times was Rooney. And so they've really started 22 brand new players this year. And as you mentioned, they're 3-3 on the year.
Well, the Central Spartans, somewhat the same situation.
Right, they start an awful lot of sophomores, very young. That's coming off a freshman team last year that was very successful. And the new coach bought into the system, and he's got his kids. They're following him, and you got to like Coach Hobbs as well. He led his team sprinting out on the field tonight for warm-ups.
Well, we'll take another break, and we'll be back with more of our pregame festivities on AM 1230 KXO.
Are you in need of your high school diploma? The Central Union Adult School offers the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own 135-credit high school diploma program for adults aged 18 and up. We are also your locally authorized Pearson and ETS testing center. And coming this fall, we are offering GRE testing as well. Call us at 760-312-7050 or visit us at cuhsd.net or on Facebook.
If you know Jason Jackson, you know he's a hands-on person who gets involved and has been an El Centro City Council member for the past 9 years. Yes, Jason Jackson is running again and wants your vote for re-election. His leadership makes a difference, and he's proven himself that he's the right person once again to be an El Centro City Council member. His slogan has always been experience, leadership, service, and community support. On November 3rd, please re-elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council 2020.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill. RV service 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross in El Centro.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
Well, the football game just about ready to get underway. The teams are on the field. This promises to be a good game. On paper, and from what we have seen, John, the teams are pretty evenly matched. Both teams have holes, and both teams, well, there have been years that they have been better than what they are this year. But both teams are building.
Yes, both teams are trying to take on the personality of their coaches, and Central is doing that with the young, energetic Hobbs. And Southwest with the little more mature Coach Vince, who's a little more not laid back but calm, very businesslike in his approach, and that's what the Southwest Eagles are starting to show out on the field. And the one thing that since we've seen both teams about 3 times each this year, we have seen they are getting better. Both teams are improving just about every single phase of the game that you could, kicking, punting, returning, offense, defense. And then the offense, the running, the passing, both teams are improving in those areas. It's in some cases quantum leap. With Central, you'd expect that, starting a lot of sophomores. Southwest, although they have a lot of juniors and seniors, they are juniors that didn't play a lot last year or the year before. So it's a new squad. They're playing well. A lot of excitement here. And Carol, there's a couple things I did want to bring up. One, I noticed that when the Southwest band marched around the field, the Central band applauded and clapped in rhythm with them. Good sign of sportsmanship, respect. Like to see that. But the other thing is, there's been some question about what exactly is the official title of the winning emblem for this game.
It is officially the Cal Jones City Championship Trophy. And I refer to it as the Mayor's Trophy because sometime in the distant past, I remember that it was called the Mayor's Trophy, and then shortly after the rivalry began, it was the Cal Jones Trophy. But that's in the deep, dark recesses of my mind, somewhere back there with the cobwebs and the memories of Otto Graham and Red Grange. But it is officially the Cal Jones City Championship Trophy that is at stake, and that is currently residing on the campus of Central Union High School.
And, of course, that is in the memory of Central Spartans coach Cal Jones. Actually, 2 terms he served at Central, one in the late 60s, very, very successful, and then he went on up into the college level, and then returned in the mid-80s and rebuilt Central back into a power.
And it is a fitting memorial. Cal would play his heart out against Southwest and then sit down after the game and have some pizza and a cold one and discuss the various and sundry plays of that game.
And also his own coach, his son, who has coached at Central, also served a year or 2 at Southwest. So even though it's a rivalry, it's a good-natured rivalry, not quite the blood, gore, and guts that some inner-city rivalries can entertain.
Well, these are friends. These kids played Little League together. They played Pop Warner together. They played sports, grew up in the same neighborhoods together, and they go out, they compete, they compete very well, and then when the game's over, you get on with your life. We've got a kickoff coming up very shortly on KXO, El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
High school football is on the air on AM 1230 and on KXORadio.com. Stay tuned. Exciting high school football action is coming up on AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. Now let's go to the field for the kickoff. Here's Sarah Buckley, John Griffel, and Carol Buckley.
So we're set for the kickoff. The Eagles will kick off. It's Caleb Ashurst who is kicking off. And the Spartans will go right to left to your radio dial. And we're underway. The ball is kicked down to the 15, picked up at about the 5. And out is Oscar Castro. Castro turns it up the far sideline, gets it across the 30 to the 35, out to the 38-yard line. Oscar Castro broke out of the pack and will give the Spartans excellent field position to start this game.
Just kicked the ball to the right side of the defensive side of the field. That's where it was deep, and yet Castro sprinted clear across field because that's where the picket line was set up, and he was able to break through. And the one that saved the touchdown from the Spartans was the kicker, Ashurst,
who is playing we'll explain what Caleb Ashurst is facing tonight. Sergio Osuna brings out the Spartans. Nobody in the backfield. Trips on the right side. Too wide on the left side. And it is Osuna keeping it. He follows Stephen Gomez, his center, and picks up about 4 yards. Caleb Ashurst is the backup quarterback. We will not see him play quarterback tonight. He is kicking. He is kicking left-footed. Up until tonight, he has always kicked right-footed. He tore a muscle in his right leg, and he is kicking left leg. He is amphipoterous, and he's a soccer player. He can kick with either foot. 2nd and 7. Osuna from the shotgun takes the snap, fires. It is complete. And that was Bryce Petter, actually, out of the Wildcat. Petter took the direct snap out of the shotgun, dumped it off on the right side, and the catch over there by Ochoa, and that was good for about another 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
A very interesting first play. Central just did a quarterback sneak with Osuna. The only time I've seen them do sneaks is right on the goal line or to run out the clock at the end of the game. So try something different.
Petter is the quarterback. Petter takes the snap. Petter looks, fires. It is complete at the 47-yard line and stopped immediately. The pass complete to Isaiah Castillo, and he was tackled immediately by Justin Rudy, and he'll be about 2 yards short of the first down. So Petter is quarterbacking this team tonight. It'll bring up a 4th and 2 for the Spartans. Edgar Corona will drop back to do the punting. Deep to receive the expected punt. It's Giovanni Leon, and we've seen him show some speed when he gets into the open field. Snap back. Kick is away. It's a low kick. It'll bounce at the 30, bounce all the way down inside the 15, inside the 10, and go out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. So Corona with a great kick, and the Eagles will start 1st and 10 on their own 7-yard line.
Dr. Eddie Simon specializes in cosmetic dentistry, but he's also your family dentist. Good time to have your child visit the dentist is when he or she has their first 8 teeth. Starting your child early to see the dentist will keep your child's teeth and gums healthy. Call Dr. Eddie Simon's office, make an appointment for your family, 760-336-2600. Dr. Eddie Simon also offers family discounts. That's 366-2600.
The Eagles come out. It is Patrick McNeese, the quarterback, under center. 6'5" left-hander, takes the snap, hands off, and stopped in the backfield for no gain. The handoff to Vargas, and Vargas was tied up and dropped immediately in the backfield for a loss. I think that was Kai Scott that got him.
Loss of 6 yards on that original play. The ball now is just sitting on the 1 yard line, very close, of course, to the end zone. Sergio Osuna is standing on the sidelines across the way, so unless his coach's decision, does not appear to be injured.
2nd and 16 from the 2. Just inside the 2. McNeese from his own end zone looks, fires. It is complete in the flat at the 8 and stopped immediately there. The completion for some yards, a little bit of room opening up for the Eagles. The pass completed to Joshua Canales.
Canales coming out of the backfield in the flanker position, and he also is a sophomore. First completed pass of the evening, brings up about 3rd and 9.
Antonio Salgado goes out wide on the left side. Madrigal wide on the right side. McNeese on a 3rd and 9. Hands off to the wing, and there's a flag as the running back, Hernandez, is chased all the way back into the end zone, but his forward progress was stopped well before that, and the flag coming from the area where it probably is a hold.
Yeah, the flag is sitting right on the 5 yard line. Now, if it's a hold in the end zone, then automatically that would be a safety. The call is, it's a safety. It was a hold, but that's not the call. The hold is denied because even though he was pushed back in the end zone, he continued to struggle forward, was not tackled, and finally was run out of the back of the end zone. So that is a safety for the Spartans, and the Eagles will have to kick off from their own 20-yard line.
James Haley signaling the safety. He's the white hat, the referee in tonight's crew. An all-star crew, and we'll mention the guys that are working tonight. And the Eagles with a free kick from the 20 after the safety. And, John, you nailed it, holding in the end zone. That is the safety. The Spartans will receive. You have your choice. You can punt. You can kick from a tee. You can drop kick it. You know, it's your call, but I don't think we will see what we saw in San Luis. You, John?
Yeah, that's what we remember 2 years ago when Southwest played over San Luis. The coach didn't realize that you could punt the football and that you could cover it. That was a humorous time. Looks like that they're going to have McNeese punting the ball from the 20-yard line.
The Spartans should end up with excellent field position. A beautiful punt turns over. It's fielded at the 32, dropped, picked up, and after the 35, hit, spins, picks up a block, and across the 40 to the 43-yard line before McNeese pushes him out of bounds. And now a flag comes in for a late hit. The Oscar Castro on the return, Patrick McNeese on the tackle, and the flag, I believe, is going to be against the Eagles. For unsportsmanlike conduct.
Right in front of the bench, and unfortunately, Castro just never did go down. Now, McNeese put a real lick on him and knocked him out of bounds. He was 2 yards out of bounds, but Castro spun around and continued to move forward, and then he was grabbed, but whistles were blowing, and after he stopped, then a second player came in and really leveled him. So that's going to take the ball down near the 45, right inside the 45-yard line of the Eagles, so certainly cannot, after beautiful punt and beautiful coverage, certainly hurts the Eagles now as the Spartans take over.
I don't think it was so much a late hit as he tried to play wishbone with one of his legs. 1st and 10 Spartans from the Eagle 44. Castro hit and dropped in the backfield. A beautiful play there by the Eagles' Jesus Madrigal. And Castro loses 6. Spotted right on the 50-yard line.
And Asuna is not in, so Petter is still the quarterback. That's Bryce Petter, the senior. The other Petter is a sophomore, of course.
So it is 2nd and 16. Snap to Petter. Petter on the option, keeps it, turns it upfield, picks up about a yard. He's stopped by a whole bunch of Eagles. And getting up from the bottom of that pile was Madrigal. Jesus is 6 foot, 175 pounds. He's a senior. Goes both ways. It is 3rd and 15.
And so far in this game, defense is reigning as neither team has been able to move the football.
Platero wide on the left side, the wide side, post slot. Penner looking, rolls to his right, fires downfield. He's got Salgado, goes up, and there's flags. He did not catch it, but I believe we're going to have pass interference as Salgado at 6'5" went up and was pushed away from the ball. Had he caught it, it would have been one heck of a catch.
Great effort by Salgado. Beautiful pass by Petter. Now they're running the football back because in high school football, pass interference is 15 yards from the original line of scrimmage, but it is an automatic first down, much like holding or a personal foul. And there's the call. It is pass interference, so this will be the first down of the evening for either side.
They march off 15. They'll spot it on the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Spartans following the pass interference call. The Eagles are not helping themselves with a personal foul and then with the pass interference. And Petter put the ball on the money. The throw was there. Again, Petter from the shotgun. Petter hands off and struggling forward was the tailback, McFadden. Picked up a couple of yards. There's Spartan down on the field. There's an injury and timeout on the field. We'll take timeout with 6:22 to play in the first quarter. It is Central 2, Southwest nothing.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operation. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
8 Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, 8 Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
Well, the trainers are still tending to the injured Spartan. I believe that is Joseph Aki. He was the ball carrier. Aki, 5'8", 155-pound sophomore. And they're looking at his ankle right now and tending to him. We'll wait and see what happens there. I will give you an update while we're talking injuries. I spoke with Mike Anchando this afternoon, and anyone, I said this earlier in the week, anybody that has played high school baseball, softball, basketball, or football in the last 30 years at an Imperial Valley High School has been touched by Mike Anchando. And Mike and his lovely wife were injured in a car accident. Mike, who a year ago had his right knee replaced because of wear and tear, now has a new hip as a result of the accident, and they're waiting to do surgery on his left leg that was injured as well. He's undergoing therapy, physical therapy in San Diego at Balboa Rehabilitation Center, and still not able to walk, can't put any weight on his legs, but his left leg. And his wife was also injured. She will be going to San Diego Monday for some surgery from injuries received in that accident as well. Mike sends his best to everybody. He appreciates the good thoughts. He's doing well. He's got a great attitude, and he's going to come back from this. And I don't know if I'll see him and work with him in baseball or softball come the spring, but, if it's at all possible, I know he will be there.
It'll take a lot more than that to keep Mike down. We'll see him back soon.
2nd and 7. Aki is helped off the field. Double wing formation. Header rolls to his right, looks, brings the ball down, turns it upfield, and scrambles for about a 3 or 4 yard gain. He's pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It'll be shy of the first down. The Spartans again on the 26-yard line of the Southwest Eagles. The Spartans with good field position following a safety. The Spartans lead this game 2-0. We're in the 3rd inning.
And we will call that safety a team safety, as the ball carrier was actually tackled by about 5 Spartans. So they all get an assist on that.
A lot of time in the huddle. It is 3rd and about 2.
We would certainly feel this is going to be 4-down territory inside the 30-yard line. And now Petter's coming up on the tee.
Petter will take the snap under center. Petter hands off and pulling through for a first down was Oscar Castro.
Second first down of this drive. The first one was obtained on the pass interference call.
Our Holtville Athletic Club scoreboard tells us Imperial is leading Calexico 7-0. Palo Verde and Brawley has not started yet. Here it's 2-0. Central leads Southwest. They have it 1st and 10 on the Eagle 24-yard line. From the shotgun, Petter on the option, keeps the ball, crosses the 20 to the 19. A flag flies in way behind the play. So Petter, and why we may be seeing Petter tonight is we're seeing them run the option. And Osuna, they have not really used the option.
And he's not an option quarterback. This is a hold against Central. And is what we're seeing is very reminiscent of last year when Central ran the Wildcat from the quarterback position with alternating the 2 different carriers. And so now Petter looks like he's had a good week of practice, and they have him running. Obviously, the coaches feel that the way to attack Southwest is by running, but after that holding call, the ball is placed back all the way to the 31. So it's going to be 1st and long.
1st and 20 following the hold. Petter pitches. It's Castro. Castro is sandwiched as he hits the 35-yard line as the Madrigal and Leon sandwiched him, and he lost a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 21.
Yeah, Central going the wrong way the holding call, and now losing on first down, so second and very long from the 35. Petter's pass that was the recipient of the pass of the first call was a beautifully thrown ball. Just sailed out there, perfect spiral, so he does have an arm.
Stephen Gomez brings them out. He's the center. He's flanked by Corona and Corial. From the shotgun, Petter chased out of the pocket, turns it upfield. He crosses the 30, struggles forward to about the 28-yard line. And Petter is brought down by Giovanni Leon. Also in there, Ricardo Osuna.
That is the other facet of Petter. Although that was a pass play, as soon as he saw some territory, he just took off running. That's, again, reminiscent of a quarterback that would much rather run the ball than throw it. Third and very long here.
Third and 17.
We have to think that if they don't pick up the first down, go for it. They're inside the 30s. They're not going to punt, certainly, and they don't have a kicker to kick a field goal from this distance.
Matera wide on the left, Salgado wide on the right side. Petter looking for Salgado, but he dumps it off on a little swing pass. And Castro, it wasn't Castro, it was Isaiah Castillo that makes the catch and picks up about 2 yards, and the Southwest Eagles defense shut him down.
That is the second reception on the evening for Castillo, both of them going for 2 yards, and Central is dropping back into punt formation.
It is 4th and about 14 from the 27-yard line. The Eagles Spartans call a timeout, and we'll be back. Our score in the first quarter, Central 2, Southwest nothing.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your projects, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Pico Market.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
High school football, we're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. It is 4th and 14. The ball is on the 27-yard line. The Spartans showed punt on a 4th and 14 at the Eagle 27. And let's see if they reconsider and see what Coach comes up with here. That kind of surprised me to see them come out in a punt formation, and it definitely surprised the Eagles. Now, after a timeout, they come out. Osuna is the quarterback. Osuna drops back, looks, fires downfield for Salgado. It's short and picked off. The Eagles with an interception. And the Spartans will turn it over. It looked like Justin Rooney with the pick. And the Eagles will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 16-yard line. So Osuna, with his first play from scrimmage, is picked off.
It looked like he wanted his receiver to run it out, and the receiver ran up the field. The only person that cut to the sidelines was Rooney, who made the interception.
It is 1st and 10, Eagles from their own 16-yard line. Patrick McNeese brings them out, looks over the defense. Hands off. It's the first back through, and he stood up and pushed back after about a 2-yard gain. J.R. Jr. Vargas. It'll be 2nd and 8. Vargas saw the hole open and then quickly closed.
The only reason I was thinking Central was going to punt, Carol, is they figured let's put it back inside the 5 and get 2 more points.
Mark Castaneda on that tackle for the Eagles. 2-0 is our score. It's football, right. Eagles come out, single setback, back to pass. McNeese fires. It is complete at the 22-yard line, out to the 25 with the reception. And the pickup, good for about 7 yards. The pass caught there by Josh Canales.
Canales. Yeah, I believe that, Josh Canales was the one that made the reception, his second reception of the evening, and it's just short of the first down.
3rd and a short yard. McNeese. Single setback. And the handoff. And the scrum in the middle is good for a first down. As Vargas. Justin Rooney, rather, the ball carrier.
Southwest first down of the evening on Rooney's first ball carry of the evening.
It'll be 1st and 10. The ball on the 29-yard line of the Eagles. The clock is running here in the first quarter. 1 minute, 50 seconds to play. Central leads at 2-0. The Eagles, after holding on defense, are driving. McNeese under center. Takes a snap. Hands off, and they try the left side of the line. That's good for at least to the line of scrimmage, but the flag comes in.
The Central's playing gap defense. That means they're putting players between the center, guard, tackle gaps, and almost like a run blitz. And very effective, as there was very little gain on that play, and we'll see what the penalty is. Referees are discussing it. We have a personal foul against the Eagles. No signal of what kind of personal foul, just a personal foul. And now the official is talking to Coach Spence. Apparently someone did something that wasn't part of the rules, and head official is letting Coach Spence know who it was and exactly the infraction. Keep control of the game.
So it will go back 15 yards. They'll spot it on the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down at about 24. McNeese brings them out. What do you got in the playbook for a 2nd and 24? You got Antonio Salgado wide on the left side, the wide side. McNeese, the lefty, looks, fires. It is complete at the 20 and pushed back for a short gain. The pass completed to Joshua Canales, who has turned into Patrick McNeese's new favorite receiver tonight. It'll be 3rd down and about 18 to go. The Eagles with the football, and have hurt quite a bit by big penalties. McNeese now brings him out. A lot of time in the huddle. So let's see what it is they're going to do. Now they take a timeout because they took too much time in the huddle. We'll take a timeout. Our score, with 38 seconds to play in the first quarter, it is Central 2, Southwest nothing.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011. Are you in need of your high school diploma? The Central Union Adult School offers the GED, the high school equivalency test, and our own 135-credit high school diploma program for adults aged 18 and up. We are also your locally authorized Pearson and ETS testing center. And coming this fall, we are offering GRE testing as well. Call us at 760-312-7050 or visit us at cuhsd.net or on Facebook.
If you know Jason Jackson, you know he's a hands-on person who gets involved and has been an El Centro City Council member for the past 9 years. Yes, Jason Jackson is running again and wants your vote for re-election. His leadership makes a difference, and he's proven himself that he's the right person once again to be an El Centro City Council member. His slogan has always been experience, leadership, service, and community support. On November 3rd, please re-elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council 2020.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross in El Centro.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
It's third and about 19. McNeese brings them out. Got 3 wide on the left side, fires over the middle, and it's tipped and goes incomplete. Claude Smith tipped it, and that knocked the trajectory off just enough that Jesus Madrigal could not catch it. And now for the Carlos Salgado Marching and Chowder Society. Carlos started the year at number 31, then was wearing 24, is now wearing number 12. And he's the one that has been making the catches.
And let's keep in mind that McNeese is the punter, although right here would not expect anything but a kick.
4th and 18. McNeese gets away the left-footed boot. It's a good one. It'll bounce at the 40 and then take a central bounce and go out of bounds at the 39-yard line. The Spartans once again will put it in play with excellent field position. It'll be 1st and 10 Central on the Eagle 39.
If you know Jason Jackson, you know he's a hands-on person who gets involved and has been an El Centro City Council member for the past 9 years. Yes, Jason Jackson is running again and wants your vote for re-election. His leadership makes a difference, and he's proven himself that he's the right person once again to be an El Centro City Council member. His slogan has always been experience, leadership, service, and community support. On November 3rd, please re-elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council 2020.
Are you in need of your high school diploma? The Central Union Adult School offers the GED, the high school equivalency test, and our own 135-credit high school diploma program for adults aged 18 and up. We are also your locally authorized Pearson and ETS testing center. And coming this fall, we are offering GRE testing as well. Call us at 760-312-7050 or visit us at cuhsd.net or on Facebook.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross and El Centro.
Now the Spartans on the first play, handoff to the tailback, Castro. Castro picks up about 2 yards in what will be the final play of the first quarter. At the end of 1 quarter of play, our score, Central 2, Southwest nothing.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
It's Central leading Southwest 2-0 as we get ready to start the second quarter here at Southwest High School in El Centro. I'm Carol Buckley, with me John Driffel. We're live on KXO AM 1230 El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com. John, first quarter assessment.
Not a whole lot of action offensively. So far in the entire game, we've only had 3 first downs, 2 by Central, 1 on a penalty, and 1 by Southwest. The big story so far, now Sergio Sona is back in to start the second quarter, was Bryce Better. Started and played every snap but 1 in the first quarter as quarterback.
And they hand off to Castro. Castro spins after about a 2-yard gain. He is tackled by Marquise Blade. And it's Marquise Blade now, but when he makes it to the NFL, it'll be Marquise Blade.
Yes, and Salgado getting the play call from the sidelines across the way. 3rd and long here. We'll see what the Spartans can come up with. Is also coming out on the field replacing Castro is
Austin Petter comes in.
Austin Petter. So we have both Petters on the field now, but Central will need to hurry up before they get a delay game call here.
Austin is the bigger, younger Petter brother. And
Central takes a timeout to keep from getting that delay of game.
We'll take a timeout. Our score just underway in the second quarter. It is Central 2, Southwest nothing.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operation. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Ayton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Ayton Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
Eagles, Spartans, 3rd and 8 for the Spartans. It's Osuna. He passes Salgado with the catch in a crowd and comes down with a football and a first down. Osuna went high, brought it down, and it was good coverage. It was just Osuna went higher than Duda and came down with the football as Arav Duda at 5'8" is covering 6'5" Salgado, Jacob Salgado.
So as Osuna actually threw the ball in double coverage and doesn't seem to bother Salgado. He went up and caught the football. A big play, obviously, for Central now.
1st and 10. Osuna hands off. It is Castro following a block in the middle and picks up about 5 yards. And he is brought down in the middle there by Bradley Porez.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Central, that's been the longest run from scrimmage tonight. Down inside the 25 place, just touching the 24-yard line.
Osuna comes out. Wide on the right, trips on the left, and the handoff right up the middle. It is Austin Better, and the sophomore is spun around. 5'10", 200-pound sophomore. He stopped for no gain, and it was pretty much the interior of the Southwest Eagles defense that stuffed him.
First down, Central was able to run a little bit of a trap and picked up the good yardage, but second down didn't work as Petto was wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. So for Central, you certainly look for Salgado here. That connection of Osuna to Salgado has been very effective this year.
It is 3rd and about 4. I'm sorry, 3rd and 6. And let's see if we can get the play right because people broke out of the huddle at different times. Now they have to take a timeout. It's a delay of game, no timeout. Didn't get that called in time. So instead of 3rd and 6, it's going to be 3rd and 11.
It certainly changes your play call. Plus, you would think, once again, 4-down territory here.
You would think.
It's going to change this call significantly.
Osuna takes a snap, drops back, has some protection, lost it downfield for Salgado, caught at the 6, into the end zone. Salgado had to come back on the ball, and he did. Caught it at the 6, broke 2 tackles, and took it into the end zone for the score.
29-yard TD reception. Not sure there was a breakdown in the Southwest defense. Salgado was all by himself, and as you called it very accurately, he actually had to stop at the 5 and come back to the 6 to catch it. That's how open he was, and then the hit actually pushed him into the end zone. So Central now with 8 points, and we'll see if they go for 2, as they have been wont to do so far this year.
Well, when you've got a right-footed kicker that's having to kick left-footed, I think I would go for 2, and that's what they're doing. Osuna from the shotgun. Puts Castro in motion, takes a snap, fires into the end zone, and the pass is broken up. Intended for Osuna, and a good defensive play in there by Justin Rooney. So, with 9:18 to play in the first half, it is the Central Spartans 8, the Southwest Eagles nothing.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your projects, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Pico Market.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
It is Leon, Giovanni Leon through the pack. He's at the 25 of the 30s, tripped up at the 35 and falls out at the 37-yard line, as we have seen Giovanni Leon with a good return on the kickoff will give the Eagles excellent field position here in the third quarter, or the second quarter.
Touchdown saving tackle by the Spartans, Ralph Ochoa, as he was the last player back, and he brought him down. Nice ankle tackle.
Let's see if the Eagles can get a little bit of momentum from the good return. McNeese takes the snap. Hands off. It is Rooney who takes the pitch, turns it upfield. Rooney across the 40 to the 45, out to about the 46-yard line. Justin Rooney. And we have seen him run with that kind of power. He is leaning forward. He is pressing forward the whole time. And you love to see that in a runner.
Biggest gain of the evening for the Eagles tonight. 8-yard run for Rooney. Brings up second and short. And perhaps Southwest Central has their attention now after the safety and the touchdown. Southwest, very stout defense, did stop the 2 points. So they are still within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion themselves to tying this game back up.
2nd and 2. McNeese. Under center. Pops, throws over the middle. It's tipped and almost intercepted as two Spartans had their hands on that football, and it goes incomplete, but the Spartans batted it around a little bit before it finally hits the ground, and that'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Central defense played a little possum on that, Carol. They actually let Carlos Salgado out in the slot uncovered, and McNeese saw that, audibled up, took a one-step drop and threw the ball to him, but meanwhile, both the defensive back and the outside linebacker drifted into the pass pattern, so they set that play up, going for the interception. So good call by McNeese, because the play originally looked like it was going to be there, but the Spartans actually decoyed it into a very good coverage of it. And here we have flags now, which would have to be a delay of game, and that's what we have.
So instead of 3rd and 2, it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Southwest again with another crucial penalty so far in this half. The penalty bug has really bitten them at inopportune times.
McNeese has the play. They change it up. He's got Salgado in at one wide out. The other one on the left side, the short side of the field, looking, pumps, once fires, and it goes incomplete. As the receiver turned it in, McNeese threw it out. So again, some miscommunication on the Eagle defense. That'll bring up a 4th and about 7 for the Eagles and a punting situation.
McNeese is the kicker, so there is the opportunity for some kind of fake razzle-dazzle here. We've seen McNeese do this on the year, Carol. He started off 3 straight completed passes, and since then 0 for 4.
Castro is deep to receive the punt. McNeese with about a 12-yard drop. Snap. The kick. Another nice kick. Castro fields it at the 25, out to the 30, gets a block. He's at the 40, the 45, across the 50, and run down at about the 47-yard line. Justin Rooney with the tackle. Also in there for the Eagles was Patrick McNeese.
Once again, McNeese saved what could have been a touchdown return on one of his own kicks, as he submarined in there and got Castro right at the ankles. It brought him down, but Spartans, another excellent return, good field position. They are once again in Southwest territory.
1st and 10. Spartans on the Eagle 48-yard line.
We saw this last year, Carol, where Southwest just absolutely dominated the first half, but we know how the outcome of the game came. Central certainly dominating here, but so far only 8 points to show for it.
Osuna from the shotgun. Osuna drops back, chased out of the pocket, spins, eludes one tackler, looking and can't elude the next one, and he'll be dropped for a big loss.
He did lose the football, but I believe it went out of bounds, so Central will retain possession of the football, as it looks like it's all the way back inside the 45, somewhere around the 43-yard line. We'll see where they finally put it.
Christopher Arambula on the sack. It'll be 2nd down and 19.
9-yard sack for the Eagles, as Central very fortunate to retain possession on that.
2nd and 19. They've had a lot of 2nd and 3rd and long yardage tonight. Osuna from the shotgun. Osuna rolls to his left, under pressure, looking. A flag early, a flag late. Osuna is dropped.
Yeah, we're
back at the 30-yard line. That'll be a loss of another 14 yards, but let's unfurl the laundry and see what the officials come up with.
Yeah, we're going to have offsetting penalties. Southwest was clearly offside as one of their players jumped the snap count, and then I believe we have a hold, which, you know, kind of embarrassing when you get a hold. Okay, well, no, they're saying that, we pointed the wrong way. We got the offsides against Southwest. You got the hold against Central. So
they were both against Central.
That's the call was. So apparently the player jumped offside because the Central player moved. But if you have illegal motion, doesn't the play have to be rolled dead? So perhaps the signal for the call wasn't what it should have been, but they're going to credit that a sack all the way back to the 30-yard line. Another 13-yard loss for the Spartans.
So they need to get it to the 38 of the Eagles. They are on their own 30, so that's a lot of lawn to make up. 3rd and about 32. The pitch is back. It is Bryce Petter, and he'll pick up 2 of it. That's it. He's tracked down and dropped. Dutta with the tackle. It's a gain of about 2. and it'll be 4th and 30.
So we will see now Edgar Corona come in and punt.
Corona has earned the punter job. Started that last week and has done quite well.
Both teams having players come in now because they only had 10 on the field.
Giovanni Leone is back at his own 30-yard line. Long count. Snap is back. Corona gets it away. It's a short kick, and it takes a negative bounce, and it'll be down at the 47-yard line in Eagle territory. That's where the Eagles will put it in play. And again, excellent field position following the offense sputtering of the Spartans.
The Spartans started that offensive series on the Eagles 47. They give the ball to the Eagles on the Eagles, on the Eagles 48. They give it to them on the 47. 1 yard gain, counting the kick from the original line of scrimmage. Southwest best field position as Patrick McNeese leads his team out on the field.
Let's update our scoreboard brought to you by the Holtville Athletic Club. We'll do that after this play as Patrick McNeese brings them out. McNeese under center, I formation. First time we've seen that tonight from the Eagles. McNeese hands off to the deep back, and that is Vargas, and he looks for some running room, finds it, and skates out to the 45, across the 45 down to the 42-yard line in the Spartan territory.
Very close to a first down as the team with the more powerful-looking offense right now in this game appears to be Southwest. That was a power eye where they put the flanker in motion, so they actually had 3 players leading the sweep, and he was able to get very near the first down. They haven't decided yet if they're going to have to measure it, call it second and short, or give it first down. All 4 officials are hovering over the football discussing it, and we'll just have to wait and see.
Central 8, Southwest nothing, and we're about halfway through the second quarter. The measurement, they stretch out the sticks, and I think they need a micrometer to tell. It's not going to be there. They literally have a micrometer down there. They got 2 sheets of paper between the ball and the stick. It'll be second and a centimeter. Better yet, second and a millimeter. And to me, you know, my school of thought is second and a millimeter, chuck it long.
McNeese has the arm, certainly could throw it from here all the way in the end zone if he chooses to. But let's give the officials some props. That was so close, they couldn't make the call with good reason.
So, Patrick McNeese brings the team out. And yes, McNeese has the arm, the ball on the 42-yard line. He can hit the end zone easily if he can get somebody downfield. Or do you just go for it? And they just go for it. The handoff, it is Rooney. And Rooney, the fullback, powers his way across the 40 to the 38-yard line, picks up the first down. That's the textbook. That's the way you should play it. But that's why I don't coach on second and a centimeter or a millimeter. To me, it's a throwaway down. But then you always have the chance of turning it over.
And Southwest picked up their second first down, but they needed an inch. They got 6 yards, so good, tough running by Rooney.
I formation once again. Rooney and Vargas in the backfield, and it is Rooney, the up back. Rooney is hit at the line of scrimmage and doesn't even make it to the line of scrimmage before the Spartan defense pushes him back. He'll lose a yard. It'll be second. He lost 2 yards, second and 12.
Excellent tackle by the inside linebacker, Bronson Healy, 5'9", 190-pound sophomore. He just plugged up that hole, and there was no place for Rooney to run. He took a 2-yard loss.
He is the 5th Helix boy to play for the Central Spartans, and the last. So grandkids come along.
And appears to be just as good as the other 4.
Second and 12. Single setback. McNeese back to pass, has protection, lofts it downfield, and it goes incomplete. It is caught it is caught. It is Antonio Salgado. He caught it despite pass interference and is pushed out of bounds at the goal line. Did not make it in, but the pass interference call against Salgado.
Well, no, now they're saying first down, so I think they just pointed the wrong way, Carol. They're moving the chains, etc. So they're saying pass interference. They pointed to sent to the southwest side, but I think they were saying that the southwest is going to decline it. So it will be first and goal. We'll just have to wait and see exactly where the ball is placed.
If the ball is placed on the 1-inch line. So I'd throw it deep, John. I'd throw it into the end zone on this one. What about you?
Yes,
high formation, Rooney and Vargas.
We might see Rooney right up the middle.
I think you might see Rooney right up the middle. If not Vargas with Rooney's block, and that's what it is. It is Vargas with Rooney's block, and Vargas will lose a yard as that stand on the just one play, reminiscent of Joe Apodaca holding at the goal line and keeping Vargas from getting in. That was Joe Anthony Alvarez, and Alvarez just declined to let Vargas get into the end zone. It'll be second and goal for the 2. High formation. Rooney is the up back. Vargas is the deep back. He hands off Vargas this time off the right side. He hits the line and makes it into the end zone. So they ran away from Joe Anthony and got it into the end zone for a score. And yes, I go for 2.
The 2-point, if they convert it, will tie the game up.
So the Eagles with a nice drive, a beautiful catch by Salgado, despite pass interference, and they capitalized. They had to. The Eagles will have to call a timeout as they're unsure as to the personnel they need on the field. So we'll take a timeout. 4:03 to play the first half. It is Southwest 6.
Are you in need of your high school diploma? The Central Union Adult School offers the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own 135-credit high school diploma program for adults aged 18 and up. We are also your locally authorized Pearson and ETS testing center. And coming this fall, we are offering GRE testing as well. Call us at 760-312-7050 or visit us at cuhsd.net or on Facebook.
If you know Jason Jackson, you know he's a hands-on person who gets involved and has been an El Centro City Council member for the past 9 years. Yes, Jason Jackson is running again and wants your vote for re-election. His leadership makes a difference, and he's proven himself that he's the right person once again to be an El Centro City Council member. His slogan has always been experience, leadership, service, and community support. On November 3rd, please re-elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council 2020.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross in El Centro.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
It is a point after attempt for the Eagles as they get the right personnel on the field. They have the play they want. And they come out in the I formation. McNeese is under center. Rooney is the up back. And McNeese rolls to his left, fires. It is caught for the two-point conversion. The catch by Christopher Arambula. And that's good for the two-point conversion. We'll take a timeout. 4:03 to play. It is Central 8, Southwest 8.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operation. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
8 Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, 8 Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
The Eagles and the Spartans are tied at 8. And the Eagles will kick off. It's the Cal Jones City Championship trophy that is at stake tonight. And the Eagles set to kick off. Caleb Ashurst, as we said, he'll kick off left-footed. He's normally a right-footed kicker, but he detached a muscle in the right leg. The kick is caught by Castro. That gets a 5 after the 15 to the 20 to about the 22-yard line.
All the momentum now is swung to the southwest side. Central failure to convert on a 2-point attempt. Left up with 8 after their safety. Southwest converted on their 2 points to tie the game up. So as we played more than a quarter and a half, we're back to go.
It is Spartans football, 1st and 10 on their own 23-yard line. Spartans break the huddle. Osuna is the quarterback. Osuna with a handoff, hands off to the wingback. He breaks through and out across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Isaiah Castillo on the carry. Castillo picked up about 4 yards on that. As when we get to halftime, the Central isn't able to put some kind of sustained drive, especially on the ground here. They're going to have negative yards rushing because of the 2 big sacks on Osuna.
Again, Osuna from the shotgun. He's got Bryce Petter beside him. Hands off to Petter, and a little counter play that goes nowhere. Justin Rooney sniffed that one out, as well as Marquise Blade.
Actually lost a yard, so that will bring up now 3rd and 7. As a great play by Rooney, because there was a hole, there was an opening, and Rooney closed it up. Vedder was unable to get up ahead of steam.
Rooney closed it up. Blade came in and finished it off. 3rd and 7. Clock is running. Down to 2:40 in the first half. We're knotted at 8. Petter goes in motion. Fake to Petter. Rolling to his right. Firing downfield. And the intended receiver slipped. And otherwise, Isaiah Castillo might still be running. Castillo under the zone coverage and went to cut, and his feet just went out from under him.
Castillo wide open, certainly had more than enough for a first down, but as you mentioned, was under the coverage. A lot of open territory. It would have been a foot race, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. He just planted his feet, and they just slipped right up underneath him as if he was on ice. So very unfortunate break for Central, as now they will have to kick.
Corona will do the punting. Giovanni Leon is deep to receive. And now they put somebody in motion on the punt, and they do kick it. It's a short kick. It bounces at the 45, goes out of bounds just across the 50-yard line at the 49-yard line in Eagle territory. They'll put it in play 1st and 10 as from punt formation, the Spartans had somebody in motion.
And you saw why they did that. They punted the ball in the direction of the motion as he broke up field to have an extra player down there to cover it. But obviously now on Southwest, they run that play again. No matter which side he goes in motion, Southwest is certainly going to know where the ball's going. So they'll be able to adjust as well.
1st and 10, Eagles from their own 49-yard line. We're tied at 8. Patrick McNeese brings his team out.
The Eagles under a lot of momentum right now. Very good field position, just on their side of the 50.
And again, they show the I formation. And the handoff is to the deep back. Corona him, and there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Adolfo Hernandez.
Yeah, unfortunately, young man trying to make a play. There was nothing there. Edgar Corona broke through the line of scrimmage, and the ball carrier, I believe it was Saeed Reyes, just nowhere to run, and yet he continued to try to make something happen by running backwards. And a big loss all the way back to the 42-yard line, lost to 7.
So it'll be 2nd and about 17. The clock continues to run. Inside of a minute 40. McNeese takes the draw, lofts it downfield, and it goes incomplete. So the pass intended for Antonio Salgado, and the coverage downfield by Isaiah Castillo.
The incompleted pass stops the clock. Southwest does have 1 timeout left, as does Central. Both have used 2 timeouts so far.
It's high school football. We are live on KXO, El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. It'll be 3rd and about 18. McNeese comes out, single setback, double wide right, double wide left. McNeese drops back. It's a draw. It is Rooney. Rooney with some running room across the 50 to the 45 and down to the 42-yard line. Justin Rooney on the draw.
It'll be just a little short of the first down, but certainly very makeable here now as they went from 3rd and 17 to about 4th and 1. And so we would expect to see the Eagles go ahead and go for this. McNeese coming out. He is the punter, but actually they put it down a little bit short of what I thought. So it's actually 4th and 2, but they're on their side of the 50-yard line. They're going for it.
And the clock is running. Inside of a minute. You go for it. Joe Anthony Alvarez on the tackle. Now the Eagles take a timeout. We'll take time up. There is 51 seconds to play in the first half. Our score, it is Southwest 8, Central 8.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your projects, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Pico Market.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
For the Eagles on a 4th and 2, yes, they will go for it. 51 seconds to play in the first half. The score is tied at 8. Coming up at the halftime, well, we'll have the stats such as they are and share that with you. And we'll see what we can do about updating the scoreboard. We're working under a little bit of a handicap tonight. Sarah is not with us. And it's amazing how much that she does for us. They do show punt formation.
Could it be a fake?
McNeese does punt it, gets away a nice one, and they'll let it roll into the end zone. Touchback. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line when we come back and put it in play.
Are you in need of your high school diploma? The Central Union Adult School offers the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own 135-credit high school diploma program for adults aged 18 and up. We are also your locally authorized Pearson and ETS testing center. And coming this fall, we are offering GRE testing as well. Call us at 760-312-7050 or visit us at cuhsd.net or on Facebook.
If you know Jason Jackson, you know he's a hands-on person who gets involved and has been an El Centro City Council member for the past 9 years. Yes, Jason Jackson is running again and wants your vote for re-election. His leadership makes a difference, and he's proven himself that he's the right person once again to be an El Centro City Council member. His slogan has always been experience, leadership, service, and community support. On November 3rd, please re-elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council 2020.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross in El Centro.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
It is 1st and 10. Spartans. Now a flag comes in as one of the officials was walking next to a Eagle player and then just dropped his flag.
It's usually when there's an unsportsmanlike discussion being had where someone says something they shouldn't.
And it's on the bench. It is not unsportsmanlike. It is a
bench warning, I believe, but they haven't moved the football yet, but the Eagles are moving back upfield. But I believe it's a bench warning. You have to stay inside. There's a box contained between certain yard lines, and you have to stay inside that. If you get out of that, the coach can be warned. It's not him, it's the players.
But it's a coach's responsibility. He's the one that does get warned. And Header on the handoff. Header gets it to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it, as we may have one more play here in the first half, maybe. The Spartans and the Eagles are tied. And I think the Spartans would have no problem going in at the half tied.
They will have to kick off to start the second half.
Osuna on the quarterback keeper. That'll be it. That's the end of the first half. At the end of one half of play, our score, Central 8, Southwest 8.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
8 Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, 8 Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
It's high school football. We're live on KXO AM 1230. El Centro, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. Let's update your scoreboard, your Hopeville Athletic Club scoreboard. I smell ribs in your future. The Hopeville Athletic Club's rib cook-off, coming up after the first of the year. Let's take a look. And Brawley leads Palo Verde 21-0. The Wildcats coming back with a vengeance after getting spanked by the Tigers last week. Hopeville leads Mountain Empire 6-0. It's Imperial 35, Calexico 7, and Calapat and Vincent got a good one going there. It's the Hornets over the Scots 16-12 in the second. Here at halftime, our score is Southwest 8, and the Central Spartans 8 as well. We've got a look at the scoreboard and a few other things, the stats coming up at the half.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your projects, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Pico Market.
We're at the half. The Central Spartans, and the Southwest Eagles for the Cal Jones City Championship Trophy. John Triple, what do the numbers say?
Well, they show what the scoreboard shows when you usually have a safety and only 1 touchdown for each side. Defense has struggled, and that's exactly what the numbers show. Let's look at Southwest first. Southwest had 11 rushing attempts from scrimmage for a total of 30 yards. So that's about 2.8 yards per attempt. 4 for 9 on the night so far is Sandra McNeese. All 4 catches have been to the same receiver, Carlos Salgado, for 59 yards. That gives Southwest 89 total yards in the first half. Southwest only 3 first downs, but just as importantly, no fumbles, no interceptions. Individually, Southwest only had 3 ball carriers in that first half. Running the ball 1 time and being tackled for a 7-yard loss was Saeed Reyes Outlaw. With 5 carries for a total of 6 yards was Ricardo Vargas. And for 5 carries with 30 yards, the big runner on the evening so far for Southwest, Justin Rooney. The touchdown, of course, was by Ricardo Vargas on the 1-yard TD. We'll be back with more after this.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011. Are you in need of your high school diploma? The Central Union Adult School offers the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own 135-credit high school diploma program for adults aged 18 and up. We are also your locally authorized Pearson and ETS testing center. And coming this fall, we are offering GRE testing as well. Call us at 760-312-7050 or visit us at cuhsd.net or on Facebook.
If you know Jason Jackson, you know he's a hands-on person who gets involved and has been an El Centro City Council member for the past 9 years. Yes, Jason Jackson is running again and wants your vote for re-election. His leadership makes a difference, and he's proven himself that he's the right person once again to be an El Centro City Council member. His slogan has always been experience, leadership, service, and community support. On November 3rd, please re-elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council 2020.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross in El Centro.
We're back at the half here at Southwest High School. We're at the half for the city championship. The Eagles of Southwest High School and the Spartans of Central Union High School are tied at 8. We mentioned that Southwest only had 11 rushes from scrimmage for 30 yards. McNeese 4 for 9 for 59 yards, 40 of those on one play that set up their touchdown to the 1-yard line. A total of 89 yards. Only 3 first downs, but just as importantly, Southwest did not turn the ball over. No fumbles, no interceptions. We mentioned individually only 3 ball carriers for the Eagles in the first half. Running the football for those 59 yards was 1 carry for Saeed Willis Outlaw and then 5 each for Justin Rooney and Ricardo Vargas. The 4 receptions were all made by the same player, Carlos Salgado, for 59 yards. So obviously very instrumental in this first half outcome. And Carlos Salgado, 59 yards, 40 of those on the 1 catch all the way down to the 1-yard line. On the other side of the football, Central Union has run the ball 19 times. So Southwest only 11 rushes on scrimmage, Central 19 times. But when you factor in the minus 18 yards on the 2 big sacks of the quarterback Sergio Osuna, Central only gained 12 total yards rushing. Osuna and Petter combined are 5 for 7 for 44 yards, but there was 1 very big interception in there, and that interception was made by the Eagles' Justin Rooney. Southwest had 3 first downs in the first half. Central had 4. One of those was on a pass interference play, which is an automatic first down. So 3 they gained on their own, 1 on penalty. Individually, Central used 6 different ball carriers to get their 12 yards in that first half. On the night, we had Austin Petter, the sophomore, running 4 times for only a total of 1 yard. His brother Bryce Petter, 3 times for 13 yards. Sergio Osuna, 4 carries for negative 14. He did gain 4 yards on the last sneak that ended the first half. Before that, he had the 2 big sacks for negative 18. Also, Oscar Castro ran the ball 6 times, but only for a total of 5 yards. Getting 1 carry was Isaiah Castillo for 4 yards, and one of the very first plays of the game, Joseph Aki carried for 3 yards, but then was injured, and we have not seen Joseph back since then. We don't know the condition. We did see several ambulances at the east end of the field with their lights, etc. on, so we don't know if that was to take Jacob to the hospital or not. But Aki, hopefully Joseph will be okay, and we can get a report on him before the game is over. That's the rushing for Central. 6 players combining for 12 yards. The pass, the 7 completions have been distributed between 2 ball carriers. Isaiah Castillo has caught 2 passes for 4 yards, so obviously 2 on each of those 2 attempts. Short passes by Bryce Petter, the starting quarterback. Sergio Osuna completed 3 passes to his favorite receiver, Salgado. Salgado did have 3 receptions for 40 yards and the one touchdown. That one touchdown was for 29 yards. So Jacob Salgado, big for the Spartans. On the other side of the football, no relation is the other Salgado, Carlos Salgado, who's also had 4 receptions. And the one that set up the touchdown down to the 1 yard line. So we mentioned that the momentum appears to be going in Southwest's favor. They will receive the second half kick, but as of right now, neither team has really showed a propensity to dominate the offensive side of the football. We'll be back with more after this.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operation. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecued chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
8 Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, 8 Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
Central Spartans, Southwest Eagles tied at 8 at the half. John Driffel, it's deja vu all over again in many respects, right?
Very much reminiscent of last week's football game. Central came out strong, scored 2 quick touchdowns there. They came out strong. Safety and then a touchdown. Were not able to convert on the 2 points or didn't even try a place kick for 1 point, which would have given them the lead still. Southwest came back in the second quarter, scored a touchdown, and went for 2 and got that. So we are tied at 8. Southwest will receive this second half kick. And right now it's obviously a very easy game to see. It's been a fun game to call. Very competitive. It's not one team blowing out the other. And Southwest poised to try to break this 6-game losing streak. Central has put 6 victories up in the tally column. Southwest trying to get back. Overall, Central has won 10 of the 15 games. Southwest 5, of course. And so we'll see what the Eagles have done to make some adjustments in the second half. Justin Rooney, very effective carrying the football, so we may see him more. Central, not one ball carrier effectively running the football tonight. Limited success from Sergio Suna connecting with Salgado for the 4 passes, but he has been under pressure all night. It appears that the Eagles watched the game films of Kxo last week, as after the first 2 original possessions of the football game when when Osuna led his team to touchdowns, Kxo changed up and used a lot of blitzes. Southwest appears to be doing that as well, and Osuna's been under pressure all night long.
Well, that's one of the reasons why they came out in the first quarter with the option and Petter running the option, and he is the backup quarterback, but he is the option quarterback. He did toss a couple of passes, but he is the option for the Central Spartans.
Right, he's the runner. He's much like the Tim Tebow, the Wildcat, and he would much rather run the football than throw it, although he did have one beautiful pass, didn't get counted in the stats because his receiver was interfered with, that set the Spartans down. Unfortunately, they were not able to capitalize as they turned the ball over on downs. But we're ready to see the adjustments made, and I fully expect to see Justin Rooney carry the football a lot here in the second half for these Eagles. McNeese, streaky, hit his first 3, missed his next 4, and then committed on his next 2. One of them, that 40-yard pass all the way down to the 1-yard line. And then he connected on the 2-point conversion, which doesn't count in the stats, but so effectively 3 straight. So he's on a hot streak again. And we're just about ready to get started here for the second half kickoff.
We'll be back with the kickoff. Our score, Central 8, Southwest 8.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
We're set for the second half kickoff. The Southwest Eagles, the Central Spartans, for the Cal Jones City Championship Trophy. The Spartans will do the honors as the ball is teed up at the 40-yard line. Damian Lopez will kick off. The Eagles actually have 4 deep to receive. So we'll wait and see what they do when they separate a little bit down there.
Yeah, not sure why Edgar Corona is not kicking off. Did a very good job last week kicking off and 2 weeks ago as well. But they've changed kickers now. Damian Lopez is set to kick off. He is a 5'7", 146-pound junior.
In Salgado, deep to receive. Also deep to receive is Leon. Leon is the bug. It's a short kick, fielded at the 19, out to the 25, to the 30, breaks through, and the kicker with the saving tackle as the ball is returned by Vargas, one of the upbacks. He knew what to do with it.
Caught it at the 20 and just set it straight upfield. Central was not a lot of containment on that side of the field. They put the ball on the left hash mark, kicked it to the left side. But Vargas with a very good return, and Southwest starts with excellent field position on their 47-yard line.
McNeese brings the mat. I formation. Takes a snap, hands off, it's the deep back. He's into the backfield, but breaks a tackle, picks up some yardage, stays on his feet, cuts it down the far sideline at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and down at the 5-yard line. A big run there as breaking through on the carry. It was, I believe, Adolfo Hernandez. And that is far and away the biggest run of the night. It'll be first and goal. We'll spot it at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, Adolfo Hernandez on that carry. Again, he changed numbers. He's number 26 tonight.
McNeese pitches back, and it is Hernandez trying to turn the corner, and no, he is stopped. Joe Anthony Alvarez on the tackle. Mark Castaneda brings him down as it's the loss of a couple.
After that big run, he broke about 4 tackles, either behind the line of scrimmage or right at the line of scrimmage. Took it all the way down inside the 10 for first and goal, but now he's been tackled back, it looks like, for about a 2-yard loss back to the 11.
Second and goal from the 11. I formation. Hernandez, the deep back. Hernandez with the football. Rooney with the block. is at the 5, dropped at the 5 as his legs just went flying as 3 or 4 Spartans in on him, including Ralph Ochoa. Also in there was Edgar Corona. It's a pickup of about 6 to the 5. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
Adolfo Hernandez appears to be Southwest's secret weapon, not running at all in the first half.
But he was a starter earlier in the season. He is out. Vargas is the deep back behind Rooney. I formation. Vargas behind Rooney. Looks for some running room. Gets it down inside the 5 into the end zone. So Vargas follows Rooney into the end zone for the score.
Vargas' second touchdown of the evening as he just got ahead of steam up, and since he was not able to deny him, Southwest comes out after the big run by Hernandez. They put some points on the board.
So Vargas takes it in from 5. The Eagles will try the point after attempt. And no, this is not Ashurst. This is Steven Seaman. The kick is up. The kick is good. It wasn't pretty, but it's good. 9:52 to play in the third quarter. It is the Southwest Eagles 15, the Central Spartans 8.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
The Eagles, following their touchdown drive, will kick off. Ashurst will do the kicking, and again, he's kicking left-footed, though he is a right-footer naturally. He is a soccer player, so he can kick with either one. As we said, he's amphipoterous. It is fielded at the 15, out to the 20. Arambula across the 20 to the 25 to the 30, and down at about the 34-yard line. Christopher Arambula now spotted on the 32-yard line.
Yeah, once again, a Spartan player had their feet go out from underneath him, and that's going to put the ball fairly good territory to start their second half drive. Southwest obviously came out strong, that 44-yard run by Hernandez. Central, we'll see if they're able to counter.
It is 1st and 10. Osuna, the quarterback. They break huddle.
That one play, Carroll, gained 14 more yards than Southwest gained the entire first half.
Handoff, a mix-up in the backfield, but Petter ends up with the handoff. Bryce Petter, and he does pick up about 3 yards out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Petter was brought down. A very good tackle by Justin Rooney going both ways for these Eagles, as he has all year.
Eagles, Spartans for the El Centro City Championship, the Cal Jones City Championship trophy.
And Sergio Osuna is the starting quarterback here in the second half for the Spartans.
Platero wide on the right, Salgado wide on the left. And the pitch is out to Salgado. Salgado picks up 10. That's good for the first down. Salgado, far and away, Sergio Osuna's favorite target. And I don't blame Sergio to throw it, for throwing to his fellow sophomore. Salgado has a knack for catching the ball. He's a sophomore. I mean, it's just a knack. It's an instinct he has to get to the football. He's 6'5", 190 pounds. He's a sophomore. He's going to get better and better and better.
And he knows what to do with it once he catches it. As that was about a 2-yard pass, he turned into an 11-yard gain.
1st and 10. Firing for Salgado. It is picked off. Leon, the little guy, as the pass was underthrown, intended for Salgado.
There is a flag down, but I believe this is going to be on the interception.
Giovanni Leon with the interception, and Leon is 5'6". His coverage, he was underneath, and the pass was underthrown. And he made the pick, made the return, and they say it is against the Spartans.
Well, it's against the Eagles, but it's post-possession. It was after the catch on the return. The Eagles, one of their players blocking in the back, would happen so often. But that will give the ball right back to these Eagles. A lot of momentum, head of steam up. And Central needs to rely on their defense that they have all year to stay in this game.
James Haley is very good about giving very clear signs, and I appreciate that. It makes our job easier. And I know James and all the officials work hard to make our job easier, John. McNeese under center, single setback. Drops back, fires downfield, and it'll go incomplete. There is contact, and it's called incidental contact. No flag. And that, to me, was a good no call. I don't think it was a catchable ball. Both the defender and the receiver broke towards where the ball was. Their feet got tangled up. They both went down.
Yeah, Coach Spence not liking that. He's out on the field. They're right standing on the 40, giving the play to his quarterback, but also giving the referee closest to him an earful.
And that's the official that's getting an earful is the one to say, hey, that's not my call.
The other side of the field. But Coach Spence believes he has a gripe as the ball was well underthrown, so it certainly wasn't catchable, but the receiver tried to come back, and when he did, he ran into the defensive man. So you had contact, but it really was initiated by the offensive player.
It was a good no call. 2nd and 10. McNeese pitches back. And this is Hernandez. It's Vargas, rather. And Vargas will be strung out and dropped as a great defensive play in there. And it was just a solid defensive play.
Edgar Corona was the one that came through and made the original hit and ran him sideways until 3 more Spartans came in.
Mark Castaneda put the coup de grace on Hernandez.
7-yard loss.
Make that actually about a 7-yard loss, spotted on the 39-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 17.
Last time Southwest was in this situation, they threw the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And timeout by the Eagles. They have trouble getting the play in, so we'll take a timeout. Our score, with 7:43 to play in the third quarter, is Southwest 15, Central 8.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your projects, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the high school equivalency test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Pico Market.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
15-8, the Eagles lead the Spartans. They want the Cal Jones City Championship trophy. McNeese from the shotgun. The lefty looks downfield, pumps once, then reloads, fires over the middle of the field. That he just put up in the air, and looks like it got caught in the jet stream, and it was almost picked off, as the only one near the football was the Spartan defender.
Edgar Corona hit McNeese right when he threw that, and that's why the ball just flooded up in the air, still with McNeese's power carried down about 40 yards. McNeese will drop back down to punt the football.
Ralph Ochoa had it go off his fingertips. McNeese on a 4th and 17. Drops back about 12 yards. And Arambula calls for a fair catch. No, he didn't. He waved his arm. In my book, that was a fair catch, but he was shielding his eyes from the sun, I believe.
McNeese went as high as he could go to bring that ball down. You think it's nearly impossible to snap a ball over a player that's 6'6", but almost did. But McNeese went up as high as he could, got the football, brought it down. Central had a lot of pressure, but I think they're a little hesitant, didn't want to rough the kicker, so they pulled up. Good kick. Ball was received down there by the Central Spartans, number 4, Salgado. And Central now, not real good field position, will start on their own 26-yard line.
It is 1st and 10. Osuna hands off. And it is Austin, rather. That one's Austin. They're brothers. They look so much alike.
And they actually have the same running style as well. Austin was able to pick up about 1 yard. So Central still having a lot of trouble moving the football on the ground.
Spartans have the play.
And one thing Southwest does need to guard against, Carol, is there's a lot of time left in this football game. They're leading right now, but they don't need to begin celebrating. They need to keep playing because Central's going to play all the way for the full 48 minutes.
Osuna under center. No, it is Petter under center. He pitches back. Okay, it was Osuna. He pitched to Petter. Petter loses about 7 yards. He'd rather me not say that, I'm sure.
Very slow developing play on the pitch, just nothing over there as Southwest appears every time Central runs the football. Southwest was in the huddle knowing what the play is as they have players everywhere stopping that. So very good job by the coaching staff of Southwest to recognize Central's running game and to be able to defend it.
3rd and 17.
7-yard loss on the play.
Platero comes out wide on the right. Salgado is wide on the left side. Osuna under center. Osuna fires. It is caught by Platero. Platero is hit immediately, and he gets it back to the line of scrimmage, and a yard on progress. That's it.
Yeah, if he was able to break away from the first player, he might have had some running room, but Southwest flowing to the football very well. And that's about a 1-yard gain, so obviously 4th and 16. Central will punt this football.
Edgar Corona in the backfield. No, that is not product placement. I'm sorry. The Spartans set to punt.
Looks like they've dropped Petter back to kick.
It is Corona.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes it is.
He gets away a short kick that'll go out of bounds as they're trying to keep it away from Leon. And the officials are getting some help as to where to spot it. And they will spot it at the 35-yard line.
Much like the first half where Central started with good field position every possession, the second half, Southwest, because of the initial return on the kick, has had very good field position. Also, the interception certainly helped. But they're going to be starting now on the 35-yard line of the Spartans. Very, very short field for the Eagles to work with here.
Patrick McNeese has a 15-8 lead. The Eagles are 3-3 in the year, 0-1 in league. The Spartans are 4-2 in the year, 1-0 in the league. McNeese unbalanced line to the left side. They run to the left side. The handoff is Hernandez. He is hit in the backfield and hanging on and making the tackle for the Spartans was Josh McFadden. hadn't had him by the hip and held on.
After that big 44-yard run on the initial play to start this second half, that's his second straight negative rushing attempt.
Hernandez goes out wide on the right side. Also out there is Antonio Salgado. That's the wide side of the field. McNeese fires to the short side of the field, and the ball is short-hopped and goes incomplete as Joshua Canales was the intended receiver.
As we've mentioned, McNeese's propensity to be streaky. He is now 0 for 3 here in the second half.
It is 3rd and 10.
Which would lead me to think he's ready to hit 2 or 3 in a row. That appears to be his pattern.
About 4 minutes and 26 seconds to play in the third quarter here. Single setback, back to pass is McNeese. Fakes the draw, then he's chased out of the pocket. Does get it away. It'll go incomplete. The pass intended downfield for Jesus Madrigal. On the coverage for the Spartans was Ralph Ochoa, and it goes incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and 10.
Very wisely.
35-yard line, I go for it.
Excuse me, Carol, but McNeese very wisely on that play certainly threw the ball away. Now, McNeese is dropping back in punt formation, but that doesn't mean he's not going to pass. But you can see Southwest. They've got a 7-point lead, kicked the ball inside the 10-yard line. Central not been able to do anything. You're going to get the ball back in field position.
High snap again. He gets it away under a big rush, gets away a nice high kick, and it'll take a bounce at the 1. It'll be down. Did he go into the end zone? Is it a touchback or is it down at the 1?
No sign yet, but it looks like they have
down at the 1. No touchback signal. It'll be 1st and 10 Spartans actually inside the 1-yard line.
So now Southwest going to see if they can repay Central safety with getting their own safety right here. Now the play looks golden as you punted. Could have gone either way, Carol. You've got 4th down. You're inside your own 35. You know, if you don't make it, so what? You still have the Spartans backed up. But now they're just looking at the shot of the goal line. About all they can do here on this play is to run a sneak. So I wouldn't be surprised to see better quarterback, although it looks like Osuna's out on the field.
Osuna is the quarterback. Osuna is a sophomore. Sergio Osuna, 5'11", 145-pound sophomore.
And what Southwest is not doing that they were doing for the game is not committing a lot of penalties.
Handoff is to the fullback, looking for a little bit of running room, and that's what he gets is a little bit of running room. Header on the carry. And picks up maybe a half a yard. That's not a lot of help.
Yeah, bring up 2nd down.
The play comes in from the sidelines. Osuna shares the play with the rest of the Spartans. They come out 2nd and 10 from inside the 1-yard line. And the handoff, and we have a safety. Our second safety of the night, as that play just took way too long to develop. And the tackle in the end zone, and score it as 2 for the Eagles. So we go how many years without a safety, and then we get 2 in one game, John?
2 in the same game. But what that does now is it is a 2-score possession for the Spartans. They need to score twice to have any chance to reclaim the trophy. Or not to reclaim, to retain the trophy. As the Eagles doing all they can to get the trophy after resigning with Central for the last 6 years.
So the 2 points makes our score Southwest 17 and Central 8.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
Well, the Spartans with a free kick. It's not free. It cost them 2 points. And they will punt. The Eagles are set to receive. And the officials are ready. We are ready. As soon as the players are ready. There's the punt, and it's a high, deep punt. It's fielded at the 35-yard line, out to the 40. It's Leon at the 50. Stutter steps across the 45 down to the 41-yard line. Claude Smith on the tackle. Ralph Ochoa with the assist. And
once again, Southwest will start with the ball moved into Central territory. They'll play with a very short field here in the third quarter, and they've been able to put up 9 points so far.
I have been very impressed with Giovanni Leon on the return. He runs north and south, and he takes advantage of the blocks. He's quick, and he is fast. There is a difference. Eagles on the pass. It is complete, and pushed out of bounds is Carlos Salgado. Salgado with the catch, picks up about 7 yards, bring up 2nd and 3.
And after 4 straight incompleted passes, that is the first completed pass for McNeese in this third quarter. Certainly, though, the Eagles have not needed him up until now.
2nd and 3. Eagles have the lead. They have the football. Time running out here in the third quarter.
Southwest has not turned the ball over this game either.
2nd and 3, I formation. Deep back has the football, and that would be Vargas.
Just running straight ahead, trying to pick up the first down. It's going to be a little bit short, but it's going to be 3rd and short.
3rd and inches. Actually, 3rd and a yard. And the Eagles, not in a big hurry. They want to run as much time off as they can, and they have shown they're able to run the ball and move the sticks.
And it is a 2-score game at this point.
Vargas, the deep back in the I formation. Vargas with the handoff. Vargas goes off the right side where they have had some very good success. And he crosses the 30, picks up the first down. The Eagles have had more success running to the right. Behind Jake Lovell, Marcus Garcia, and Rodolfo Tapia.
So that's where the big 44-yard gain to start this second half came from the right side. The second first down of this third quarter for the Eagles. The Spartans have 1 so far.
They go to the right. Marcus Garcia is 245 pounds. Rodolfo Tapia, 285 pounds. And they open up the hole. 1st and 10. Eagles. Single setback. Rooney is back to block. The pass is complete, and the ball is stripped as he makes a move. Antonio Salgado, the intended receiver. He had it, and then he had it stripped.
That will stop the clock on the incompleted pass. The Eagles now on the Spartan 30-yard line. Once again, down near the red zone. Southwest has played this entire third quarter on central side of the field.
2nd and 10. Southwest loads up the right side of the field. Wide receiver and 2 in the slot to the right. And no, that is not McNeese. That is Leon. Takes the snap on the Wildcat. And Leon down to the 24, spotted on the 25-yard line. So you go from a 6'6" quarterback to a 5'6" quarterback, and he's not 5'6".
Yeah, generous 5'6". He comes out now as McNeese comes in, but you picked up a good 6 yards, 6+ yards. So now you have 3rd and short.
3rd and 3. McNeese is back in. Under center, takes the snap, looks back, 3-step drop, looks, fires, and it is caught and punched out, incomplete, as the ball went into Antonio Salgado's hands, then was punched out and almost picked up on the rebound by the Spartans, but no good. It'll be 4th and 3.
Excuse me, Carl. We'd certainly expect here inside the 25-yard line for the Eagles to go for it, and I believe that's just what they're going to do as McNeese comes in with the call. They've already got their safety back after punting last time near the 30-yard line. So here they're going to go for it.
4th and 3 from the 25-yard line. McNeese from the shotgun. He's got Rooney beside him in the backfield. Everybody else is out wide. McNeese looking. The lefty fires. It is again out of the hands of the receiver. This time it is picked off by the Spartans. And on the interception, it's McFadden. Josh McFadden picks it up as it bounced out of the hands of Antonio Salgado. That was the third one in a row that almost got picked off. That one actually did. First two.
And none of the three were McNeese's fault.
No, he hit the receiver in the hands.
All 3 times. The receiver just didn't make the catch.
1st and 10, Spartans. Spartans trail by 9. And the Eagles jump offside as Osuna using a hard count.
Yeah, I believe we had our left tackle for the Central Spartans raised up first, and that's why the Eagle jumped offside. The officials are talking about it now, and we'll see which way they saw it. Both sides pointing to the other as they're wont to do. Central now moving back, so whether or not the officials have decided, it looks like Central feels it's going to go against them. And now the officials are facing the Eagles, and they're marching this off. They are going to say offside.
Spotted at the 35. It'll be 1st and 5. We've got 41 seconds to play in the third quarter. It is Southwest 17, Central 8. Spartans have the ball after the turnover. Osuna is the quarterback. From the shotgun, he's got Petter next to him. Back to pass, fires over the middle. It's complete to Salgado, and Salgado picks up the first down and about 8 yards to boot. As Salgado once again knows what to do once he catches the ball, and he was just all alone in the middle of the field there, John.
Yeah, you certainly would think that Southwest would pay a little more attention to Salgado, that he didn't even do any route. He just ran down to an open field, turned around, and waited for the ball to get thrown to him.
He can't hide. He's 6'5".
So Southwest perhaps playing a little bit too loosely there. Salgado with the second first down of the third quarter for the Spartans as we're nearing the end of this third quarter.
Salgado and Platero both wide on the right side. The pass to Salgado. He gets a block from Platero, breaks one tackle, and then gets maybe a yard before he is brought down. And in on the tackle was Arab Gudha. Also there, Jake Lovell.
Southwest doing excellent pursuit to the ball tonight as that will end the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. At the end of 3 quarters, our score, Southwest 17, Central 8.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
Well, we're starting the fourth quarter of play at Southwest High School in El Centro. It's the Cal Jones City Championship Trophy at stake. You're listening to KXO El Centro, California, and you might be listening on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
Carol, we mentioned tonight that we're really missing Sarah.
I think I've mentioned that several times, and if I seem lost from time to time, that's why. Just a lot of help. 2nd and 10. Osuna dumps it off to Salgado. Salgado is upended. The ball pops loose, but he was down by contact.
As he was upended, he came down, the ball hit the ground, popped up, but we know the ground cannot cause a fumble. Only advanced the ball out to the 50-yard line, so short gain.
It's a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. Sarah's not with us tonight. She's been very busy this week helping take care of her grandmother who fell and broke her leg earlier in the week, or broke her hip. And that play was ugly. Oh, my, John, what was that?
Well, everybody knew the snap count except the center. as Osuna called the ball as some kind of trick play, perhaps even a halfback option pass, and everybody moved, but the ball didn't. So, of course, that will put Central back 5 more yards and bring up 3rd and very long.
Anyway, my mother-in-law, Wallene Daniels, fell and broke her hip on Tuesday. They did surgery yesterday. She's doing fine, and they will have her up and walking tomorrow. 3rd and about 12. Osuna looking, he's chased, turns it upfield, still looking downfield. It'll be caught but out of bounds. Beautiful catch by Ochoa, but he was about 8 yards out of bounds, so that doesn't count. That'll bring up 4th and 12.
Central will have to punt. Osuna, great completion stats on this second half. He is right now looking at 5 for 7, but most of those passes have been for very short yards, 3 of them for a total of 4 yards.
Bradley Perez with intense pressure on Osuna.
And Central will have to punt.
And back to punt for the Spartans is Damian Lopez. Salgado goes in motion. Lopez.
Central had a lineman that rocked back as we've replaced Edgar Gonzalez with Lopez. And I thought we had Lopez last time, so I was just one possession too soon, but Central marches back another 5 yards. At the first half that started the game, we saw Southwest very sloppy play, a lot of penalties. They've really cleaned it up, and now Central is the one that's having problems.
Salgado, the gunner on the left side, has been going in motion, and they will do that again. Lopez takes the snap, gets it away, and it'll bounce at the 30 and take a Spartan roll and go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles on their own 20-yard line.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
It's high school football. I'm Carol. He's John. Our producer-engineer in the studios is Gabe Labuse. Technical direction provided by Kurt Hoffman. 1st and 10, Eagles.
Southwest right now just wants to take time off the clock. Central needs some big plays to get back in this game.
2 wide on the left side, but they fire over to the right side, and the catch and a breakaway run across the 40 to the 45 to the 47-yard line. As the Eagles.
So that was Salgado for the Eagles. Salgado was able to make the catch and then turn a 3-yard pass into a 27-yard gain, as he has both receptions of this half. So not great numbers for McNeese, but finally one of his players holds on to the football and picks up a big first down.
Eagles come out in the I, and one of them, again, starts early.
Did exactly what the Central Spartan player did on the punt, rocked back, and can't do that, so this will now make it 1st and 15. Carlos Salgado with both receptions, as McNeese is only 2 for 9, but those 2 for 9, the 2 receptions by Salgado have been turned into 34 yards. On the other side, Sergio Osuna has completed 5 of 7 passes for only 29 yards.
It is 1st and 15 following the penalty. Leon wide on the right side. And McNeese rolls to the right side. He's chased, but he gets it away, and it is knocked away. Leon, the intended receiver, Claude Smith. It was Bryce Petter went up and slapped it out of his hands. Said, "You can't do that."
Good play by Petter as the Spartans trying to stay in this game. They need 2 scores to retake the lead. Time is starting to run out, although on the incompleted pass, that will stop the clock. As the official forgot there had been a 5-yard penalty, he put the ball back up the original line of scrimmage. Now they moved it back to where it was after the 5-yard motion penalty.
McNeese under center. And hands off to the first back through. That is Rooney. Justin Rooney out to the midfield stripe. And maybe a little bit further. On the tackle, Claude Smith and Ralph Ochoa.
We've seen Southwest this year be very successful with that draw play. Once again, Rooney was able to pick up about 9 yards.
It'll be 3rd and 8.
Rooney's first carry of this second half.
Ball spotted on the 49-yard line in Spartan territory.
I certainly expected to see more of Rooney after his strong running in the first half, but Southwest hasn't needed him so far.
8:50 to play in the football game. Southwest leads Central 17-8. McNeese from the shotgun. And now it's a delay of game. So instead of 3rd and 8, it'll be 3rd and 13.
I guess Southwest must have heard what I said. You know, the old jinx that they were playing so well, they'd gotten rid of all of their sloppy play that they had in the first quarter. Now they've kind of reverted to that. With on this drive, we had a motion play. We've had the delay of game. But the clock will start now that it's been placed down.
Double wide on the right side. That's the short side of the field. That would be Hernandez and Salgado. Hernandez is in the slot. Double wide and slot on the left side as well. This pass underneath, and it goes in and out of the hands of Leon. That'll bring up 4th and 13.
McNeese 2 for 11 this half. And if you factor all the plays that have been right to the receiver's hands have been dropped, that's about 6 of those 9 passes that have not been completed. So he has been on the money.
He drops back to punt. And deep to receive the punt is Salgado. Get him the ball is what the high snap. Get it down, and he gets away a high kick that takes a bounce. Get away from it, and it'll be down at the 22-yard line. Patrick McNeese under a big rush. Got away a good kick. Very high, not returnable. We'll be back. Our score in the 4th, it is 17-8. Southwest leads Central.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
And the snap back from the shotgun, the pass is caught by Salgado at the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, the 10. Touchdown. Osuna to Salgado.
That'll be a 78-yard completed pass.
And again, Salgado took it away from the defender and then turned it upfield and took it to the house.
So now the gist to the ball game, the safety and the 2-point conversion.
Jacob Salgado from Sergio Osuna, 78 yards. The Spartans will come out. I think they're going to go for 2. And they will. They show the eye for the shotgun. Osuna in the shotgun. Osuna with the handoff. He'll keep it and does not get in. So that's short of the 2-point conversion. With 7:56 to play in the football game, it is Southwest 17, Central 14.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
The Central Spartans, Southwest Eagles, live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. And our score here is 17-14. Southwest leads the Spartans. Imperial leads Calexico 42-7. Raleigh leads Palo Verde 35-12. That's in the fourth quarter. Short kick, it'll bounce at the 30. It'll be picked up at the 20 and brought back to the 25, to the 30, to the 35. Breaks away. Vargas out to the 39-yard line.
Vargas refused to be brought down as he hit at the 30 and just continued to push forward all the way to the 39-yard line.
And on the tackle, it was McFadden, Josh McFadden.
Southwest, very good field position on their own 39-yard line here in the fourth quarter. And right now, Carol, the difference in the game has been the point after touchdown. Southwest converted a 2-point attempt and a 1-point place kick for their 17. Central has had the 2 touchdowns and the safety, and they have not converted on either one of their 2-point attempts. That's the 3-point difference.
Under center, I formation. Rooney is the up back. And the handoff to the deep back, and that is Vargas. He's hit in the backfield, and again refuses to go down, and picks up about 4 yards after the initial contact. It'll be a gain of 2.
Excellent call, Carol, as he was hit 2 yards deep in the backfield. It looked like for sure he was going down and just spun and refused to go down. Was hit again at the line of scrimmage and continued to move his legs, picked up 2 yards.
2nd and 8. The clock is in the Eagles' favor. The scoreboard is in their favor as well. And I see Ashurst going in as a slot back. The pass is over the middle and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Christopher Arambula. Arambula, again, hit him in a bad spot, hit him in the hands.
He was well across the first down marker, would have been a pickup of about 15 yards. So McNeese, although his second half stat completion rate is not good, it's not his fault. He has been hitting his receivers all night long. He just have not been able to make the plays as of yet.
3rd and 8. McNeese has Ashurst in the slot as they go trips on the left side, the wide side. McNeese is hit as he passes and fires incomplete. McNeese is leveled by Josh McFadden. Also in there on the tackle, on the harassment, was Bronson Hillocks.
And that will stop the clock. As Central, you mentioned triple wideouts for the Eagles. Central only had 2 players out there. So once again, a player was uncovered. This time it wasn't a decoy. They did not flood a player back there. And that's where McNeese was trying to go to, but unfortunately for the Eagles, the pressure came up and he got hit as he threw the football.
4th and 8. McNeese to punt. Salgado to receive. Big rush gets it away again. Another high, but this one short kick. The Spartans will have excellent field position as it goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A horrific rush on Patrick McNeese. Unfazed, gets away a nice kick.
Yeah, kick under pressure. Coach Vince is wondering, pointing to the backfield, wondering if there shouldn't have been a call, but I did not see anyone run into McNeese or hit him or anything.
Nobody did.
So Central, their best field position here to in the second half, starting from their own 44-yard line, and it looks like Old Momentum has changed uniforms. He's wearing a white Central Spartan uniform.
The Spartans 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line. Ochoa is wide on the left side, the short side. Salgado wide on the right side. Double wing. Back to pass. Ochoa fires, and it's incomplete. Fired down low for Salgado. And how many times have we seen him catch that one?
The ball was just a little bit too short. Not even Salgado could reach down and get a hold of it. So Central trying to advance the football, move it downfield. They have not had any success running the football at all tonight. Very reminiscent of last week against Mexico. Couldn't run the football. So Central now, the clock does stop. Plenty of time. No need to panic as they have good field position. They just need to get something going here for their side. Southwest, they've been very well or very good on the defense tonight.
You got to keep the defense honest with some sort of a running game. Back to pass. Suda has time. Fires his gut. Salgado wide open at the 25. He'll waltz into the end zone. He was open by 20 yards. And the protection for Osuna was beautiful.
56-yard touchdown pass. Once again, you certainly would think that Southwest would want to know where Salgado was and be all over him. And he was behind 3 defensive players. No one's going to catch him. He's faster than any player on the Southwest side of the football field. And he just, as you call it, waltzed into the end zone. A lot of time left. Southwest has 2 timeouts left, so this game has not been decided yet.
It is 20-17. Spartans, they will try the point after. They've got to make one of these, they got to convert.
You would think.
And Osuna rolling to his right, looking into the end zone, fires, and it goes incomplete. So with 6:40 to play in the football game, it is Central 20 and Southwest 17.
Your favorite NFL team play.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
High school football, and it's a good one here in the fourth quarter, 20-17. Corona with the onside kick. It bounces at the 42-yard line. The Eagles cover it there, as the Spartans with an onside kick trying to catch the Eagles off guard.
Not a bad play because Southwest has been very dangerous on their kick returns tonight. And the only problem was Corona kicked it just a little bit too far. He kicked from the 40. You want to kick it about 10 or 12 yards, and he kicked it 18. So Southwest was able to fall on it. Now they have very good field position on their own 43-yard line, 42-yard line, looks like.
McNeese with the I formation brings his team out. They're trailing. Pitches back, and it is Vargas with a little bit of running room, and that closes quickly as the Spartans shut him down after a very short gain. Francisco Partida with the tackle. It's a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, but Vargas was headed downfield until Partida wrapped him up around the knees.
Very good tackle. Partida could end up being a game-saving tackle. Still a lot of time left, but Vargas had his team up, and there was no Spartans on this side of the football. As you mentioned, Southwest has had a lot of success running their right side, and that's where that play was. And Southwest has to take a timeout now.
Southwest takes timeout. We take timeout. There's 5:57 to play in the football game. Central 20, Southwest 17.
Are you in need of your high school diploma? The Central Union Adult School offers the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own 135-credit high school diploma program for adults aged 18 and up. We are also your locally authorized Pearson and ETS testing center. And coming this fall, we are offering GRE testing as well. Call us at 760-312-7050 or visit us at cuhsd.net or on Facebook.
If you know Jason Jackson, you know he's a hands-on person who gets involved and has been an El Centro City Council member for the past 9 years. Yes, Jason Jackson is running again and wants your vote for re-election. His leadership makes a difference, and he's proven himself that he's the right person once again to be an El Centro City Council member. His slogan has always been experience, leadership, service, and community support. On November 3rd, please re-elect Jason Jackson for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council 2020.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
It's second and about 7. I formation. And the inside handoff, Hernandez has room. He's at the 45, at the 40, cuts it outside, and pushed out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Hernandez on the inside handoff from the wing picks up big yardage and then goes out of bounds. Josh McFadden pushed him out.
Well-designed play as McFadden takes the ball off the tee and fakes like he's going to pitch it to his right and then gives it to McFadden coming around to the left. Central was well overbalanced, overshifted, and he was able to cut back, finally brought out of bounds inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So a good run there by Hernandez. First and 10, Eagles on the Spartan 29-yard line. High formation. Rooney and Vargas. Vargas with the handoff behind the block of Rooney. And this time, 3 Spartans in on the play, busted up. Corona, one of them, also in there with a big play for the Spartans was Hector Corial.
And what Central is doing is when they see Vargas and Rooney in the backfield, they're just going to where both of those players are, realizing or feeling that one's going to be blocking for the other. And they have outmatched. You know, Vargas or Rooney can't block 3 players. So we'll see if now we see some kind of counter off that.
Well, that little trap by Hernandez was off of that formation, and that's why it worked so well. Shotgun formation. McNeese fires, and it is almost picked off as Salgado cut in front of the intended receiver. And had Salgado taken that one, it would have been a 70-yard return. He just cut right in front of Antonio Salgado.
And perhaps that's why he didn't make the catch. He looked upfield. We've mentioned it several times this year, and it's something that happens a lot. Very common for high school kids. They just take their eye off the ball. And Salgado was looking upfield, and the ball bounced off his hands, hit the ground. Gives Southwest 3rd and 12.
5 minutes to play in the football game. I formation. The ball on the 32-yard line. McNeese hands off. It is Vargas. Vargas goes into the middle of the defense. He'll pick up about 5 yards, and then he is pushed back. And a whole bunch of Spartans in on that play, to include Hector Corial. Also there was Francisco Partida and Claude Smith.
Decision time for the Eagles once again as it's 4th and about 6. As they're looking, wanting to retain possession. Still a lot of time to go in this football game. Even if Southwest does not convert here, Central certainly, unless they score, is going to have to give the ball back.
Inside of 4 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the game. Southwest trails 20-17. Single setback. That would be Vargas. And now the... John, you described that.
Well, the stand-up tight end for the Eagles decided he was going to go downfield and get in the pass pattern. So he was about 9 yards downfield before the center even looked up. So unfortunately for the Eagles, this is going to be 5 yards, and now it's going to put him in 4th and about 11.
Oh, that's going to be embarrassing for Jesus Madrigal when he sees the films tomorrow.
He was open. We'll give the kid that.
You got that right. wide open. 4th and 11. Same formation. McNeese fakes the inside handoff, fires, and goes incomplete, intended for Madrigal. It'll be incomplete. The Spartans will take over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Spartans on their own 31-yard line. There's 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the football game. The Spartans with a 20-17 lead. I'd say 2 first downs, and it's their game.
Yeah, but I think that's going to be very difficult for these Spartans. They have not shown they can do that, certainly not by running the football. They have 4 first downs this half. 2 of them were on the 2 long touchdown passes. We certainly wouldn't expect to see that, although who knows. But Southwest does have 1 timeout left, so they can stop the clock if Central does choose to run, although they are in the shotgun.
Suna from the shotgun. He does hand off, and breaking away across the 40 to the 45. It is Petter out to the 47-yard line, and he stays in bounds.
Yeah, it looked like Southwest that time was caught a little bit unaware. They were back on their heels, not up ready for the snap.
It was a quick count, and the Spartans have not been going on a quick count.
15-yard gain, by far the longest gain of the evening, as the clock will start. Central now would be advised to use all 25 seconds of the play clock. No need to hurry and hike this ball yet.
Petter is now in at quarterback. What's that tell you, John? We might see the option.
Or where the quarterback just keeps it himself.
Petter keeps it. Petter pushes forward, picks up about 2 yards. The option, if you start putting the ball in the air, is, dangerous.
Southwest not exercising their final timeout. Of course, when we say Petter at the quarterback, that's Bryce Petter, with Sergio Suna back in now, looking at 2nd and 8. And we're on the Southwest side of the field, and it just feels like the air has been let out of the balloon.
Osuna unbalanced to the right side. They run to the right side. It's Bryce Petter to the right side. He picks up about 4 yards. And it'll go from 2nd and 8 to 3rd and about 4. Safety is down at the 49-yard line in Eagle territory.
Excuse me, Carol. Central, by far, this is their best rushing attempt of the evening, as they have picked up now 20 yards in 3 rushing attempts.
There'll be less than 2 minutes to play in the football game when the Spartans snap the ball. Osuna pitches out. It is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Salgado. It'll go incomplete. That little quick toss to Salgado, that time he was well covered, and Justin Rooney broke it up.
And what that does is that saves Southwest final timeout, as now the clock stops on the incompleted pass. And so Southwest still has that 1 timeout left, as Central will have to punt the ball away here. They've been a little tentative on their kicking, and as I can't tell, I don't believe that's Edgar Corona back to kick, is it?
No, that would be Damian Lopez.
Crucial snap here, of course.
They now get their 11th player out on the field.
And that is Edgar Corona. He was off for a rest. He's played a heck of a game tonight.
Salgado goes in motion. Snap is back. Lopez, under no rush, gets away a low line drive that'll bounce at the 25, roll all the way down inside the 10-yard line where it's down. So the Eagles are going to have about 91 yards to go.
Because of Central's inability to convert on any of the 3 PATs, though, they are within a field goal. But at the same time, their kicker, Ashers, is suffering from a leg injury, so I'm not sure what his range would be. They did convert a PAT from kick, but it barely cleared the bar.
It was Seaman that did the conversion, not Ashers.
And the ball just barely cleared the bar, so we wouldn't feel that he had an extensive range on his kicking.
It is 1st and 10. Eagles from their own 8-yard line, 92 yards from the end zone. McNeese looks, pumps, fires. It is complete and good for a first down.
Not sure if he's out of bounds or if they're stopping the clock to move the chains, as it is a first down.
Saeed Reyes Outlaw, I believe, on the catch.
Yeah, made it all the way up to the 19, so 11-yard gain. Saeed's first catch of the evening.
I think that was him. Without Sarah here, it's hard for me to tell, John. She's spotting for me.
And they did stop the clock, so apparently he was out of bounds.
McNeese on a 1st and 10.
Central's defense needs to stiffen up here.
Under center. Back to pass, has protection, fires. It is complete at the 30, at the 35, the 40. The pass complete, and that is Ashurst, Caleb Ashurst, and it was Ashurst that had the catch on the sideline as well, John. Not Outlaw, it was Ashurst.
Another big gain as the clocks will start now that the chains are set all the way out to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 40. And the draw play handoff, it is Rooney across the 45 to the 50 and into Spartan territory at the 49-yard line.
Looks like another first down.
A minute 32 to play in the game. It is Central 20, Southwest 17. The Eagles are driving. They started on their own 8-yard line. They're now in Spartan territory at the 49-yard line of the Spartans. And Patrick McNeese threw to the Spartans what he did to the Holtville Vikings. McNeese fires, and it is incomplete. It was intended for Hernandez. It was broken up by the Spartans.
And everyone pauses to catch their breath. After that last play, the officials did motion for the clock to start. It did not. So it will behoove Central to have one of their assistant coaches keep an eye on that, make sure that the clock gets started as supposed to. Now, right now, of course, an incompleted pass is not going to be running. But it's a lot of times there's confusion, and people don't, get the signal from the refs or whatever. They think it's out of bounds, and so they don't start the clock up.
It is 2nd and 10. Trips on the right side. That's the wide side of the field. McNeese has Rooney behind him. Looking, fires over the middle. It goes incomplete.
McNeese took a big hit, Carol.
The pass was intended for Antonio Salgado. Jacob Salgado on the coverage, and it goes incomplete.
Brian McLaren came across the line of scrimmage and really laid a hit on McNeese, and that's why the ball sailed uncatchable by anyone. Clock stopped after only a few seconds ticking off. 3rd and 10.
The ball on the 49-yard line in Spartan territory. Again, the Eagles started on their own 8-yard line. We've got a minute 18 to play in the football game. 20-17, Central leads. McNeese under center. Again, Rooney, the single setback.
Good time for a draw play.
Double wide right, double wide left. To take the draw, he's hit. The ball goes free, and the Spartans have it. McNeese is hit and sacked.
It's still free. We're not sure. And they say yes. Well, one ref said Central, one ref said Southwest.
And getting up with the football is the Eagles. And that recovery there by Gabriel Garcia.
But they did, meaning Southwest Eagles did recover the football, which does save the game for them. They do have to exercise their last time out as the clock does run, because that is a rushing play. And McNeese was hit as he was going back, putting his arm back, so it's not a forward motion. Central had 2 players there, just not able to bring or secure the football. But it is back all the way on the 39-yard line, so that's a loss of 11. It'll bring up 4th and 21.
1:01 to play in the football game. Central 20, Southwest 17.
For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394, or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross and El Centro.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operation. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecued chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
8 Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, 8 Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
It's Central Southwest for the Cal Jones City Championship Trophy. I'm Carol, he's John. We're on KXO El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. It is 4th and 22. The Eagles will go for it with 1 minute and 1 second to play in the game, trailing by 3. 3 wide on the right side. McNeese looks to the right side, fires over the middle. It's caught by Ashurst, and he'll be hit and stopped short of the first down. Ochoa on the tackle. Ashurst, we did not expect to see him playing tonight. He's got a muscle detached from the bone in his right leg. And he's out there playing his heart out.
Yeah, they needed 22 yards. They got 21. So Ashurst's his third reception of this fourth quarter. McNeese's 19th pass of this second half. But that will seal the game. Southwest has no timeouts. We will now see the victory formation.
And Osuna will take the snap and take a knee. And the clock runs. They will do that twice more. And then this one will be in the books.
And that does not count as individual stats. I just discovered a couple weeks ago, Carol. It's called the team rush, so you don't put it on the quarterback for a negative. And once again, Southwest, great effort. 7th straight year, they've come up a little bit short.
This will be the final play of the game. Osuna takes a knee, and that's it. Our game is over. The final score, Central 20 and the Southwest Eagles 17. The Cal Jones City Championship Trophy remains on the campus of Central Union High School. Dr. Eddie. Well, another great football game. The Southwest Eagles, the Central Spartans. It goes down to the final gun. The Spartans prevail 20-17. They keep the Cal Jones City Championship Trophy on the campus on Brighton. And, well, the Eagles going to have to come back and try again. I don't think the numbers were that close, were they?
Well, actually they are. Eye-popping, several players. Obviously, Central needs to add Jacob Sagalo's name to that trophy because without him tonight, this would have been a blowout for Southwest. Let's look at these stats. Southwest ran the ball 26 times from scrimmage for 138 yards. So they did have success in the second half, running for 108 yards in the second half. Unfortunately, their passing attack ended up 9 for 28, but how many drop balls were there out of those 28 pass attempts? But still, those 9 completions were for 143 yards. Southwest 281 total yards. Southwest 10 first downs, no fumbles. Southwest did throw one interception that Alex Platero took in for the Spartans. Individually running the football tonight for the Southwest High Eagles. Syed Ruelas Outlaw 1 time, -7 yards. Justin Rooney 7 times for 49 yards. Ricardo Vargas 13 times, 24 yards, but 2 big touchdowns. Also carrying the football in the second half only was Adolfo Hernandez, 5 carries, 72 yards. The 9 receptions were divided among 2 players. The first 6 receptions were made by Salgado. I believe that was Anthony Salgado. 6 receptions for 93 yards. The final 3 receptions were made by Caleb Ashurst for 53 yards. But neither Salgado or Ashurst were able to take it into the end zone. Central ran the ball 27 times for a net of 27 yards. So pretty easy to figure out their average per attempt. However, Sergio Osuna and Bryce Petter, 12 for 17 for 206 yards, 233 total yards, 9 first downs, no fumbles. There was 2 interceptions thrown. One was received by Steven Seaman and one was made by Justin Rooney. Individually running the football for the Spartans tonight, Austin Petter, 9 carries, 19 yards. His brother, Bryce Petter, 6 carries, 10 yards. Sergio Osuna credited with 4 rush attempts, but 2 of those were for sacks, -14 yards. Oscar Castro, 6 carries in the first half for 5 yards. Isaiah Castillo, 1 carry in the first half for 4 yards. And one of the first plays of the game saw that Joseph Aki ran for 3 yards and was injured and left the game. Receiving tonight, those 12 pass completions, 3 different ball players. Alex Platero had 1 catch for 1 yard. Isaiah Castillo had 2 receptions for 4 yards. The other 201 yards, Carol, was made by Jacob Salgado, 9 catches, 201 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that was the difference in the ball game.
You are listening to a classic high school football matchup on AM 1230, KXO El Centro. Tonight's game was originally broadcast October 21st, 2011.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company